Where my fire starters at, man? What's good with everybody, man? Let's come in tonight with another strategic one. Here we go. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, everybody that's coming into the fire pit tonight, because we will be going into this whole situation that's going on the back end. That's right, in Harlem, in the middle of Harlem. What they say, hell up in Harlem, those fiery hell nights. Ain't that right, Jimmy? Not only that, man, RIP to Jaja, man. All right. For the ones who don't know and for the ones who are not familiar, all right, with Jaja. All right. Jaja was actually the first lady of Dipset and Bird Gang, y'all. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, man. And what makes this situation even more crazy, y'all. All right, as the other day we got some unfortunate news that Jaja just mysteriously passed, just mysteriously died. There's no reports on how she died. There's no in-depth indication about how she died. As a matter of fact, Jaja has been active on Instagram damn near every day. Okay. Up until last week sometime. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here. But what makes this situation even more crazy, okay, is what Jaja was exposing, all right, before her death about the stack bundle situation and what was going on with him and Jim Jones and what was actually possibly taking place out there in Far Rock, man, as it has came to the light. Like I said, we all know, all right, Stack Bundles lost his life, okay, in Far Rockaway. And Jaja, shout out everybody that's up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Him and Jaja was very close. Very, very close. Let me shout out the nation, man. What's good with y'all, man? Kyra, what's up? Strategic one. We coming up in here, man. Shout out my Flaming Raiders and my moderators, man. What's up, user? What's good with you? All right. Tanya Blackman, welcome to the fire. Welcome to the flame. Appreciate you. All right. Two Duchess 15 said, hell yeah, he did. I'm from Far Rock. All right. So not only is somebody from Far Rock saying Jimmy snaked them out, okay, it's a lot of people that's saying Jimmy, all right, allegedly knew what was going on, knew what was going to take place, and that's exactly why he kept lying to Stack Bundles, telling Stack Bundles to come this day, I'm gonna give you the money. No, come this day, I'm gonna give you the money. No, come this day, I'm gonna give you the money. And every time Stack Bundles come to show up, Jim Jones always had another motherfucking story why he couldn't give him the money or why the money was not ready. For the ones who don't know, okay, Jaja was exposing all of this. Not only was she exposing all of it, man, she got really, really deep into it. Now, remind you, Stat Bundles, he died around what time was it? 2007, 2008, around that time, I believe. Let's get our calculations correct, okay? But anyway, in the meantime, all right, she held this information, y'all, okay? She held this information, okay, for 13 years, okay? And it was damn near 6 years to the day that she exposed this information, y'all. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Always remember, fear the fire and fear the flame. Okay? It was damn near 6 years to the day that Jaja revealed some shocking information about what was going on with stack bundles and how Jim Jones was lying, snaked them out, all right, and kept spinning stack bundles in a motherfucking circle and made it seem to the public and to the people that Stack Bundles was running around Far Rockaway and he ain't wanting to leave and he was a wild ass nigga and Jim Jones tried to get him out the hood, but blah blah this, blah blah that, but that all was fucking lies and it all was fucking cat. Okay, and we're going to be getting into what was going on the back end with Stack Bundles and what was going on with his street ties, y'all. All right, because Stack Bundles was in the streets. Not only was he in the streets, okay, he was a veteran known out of Far Rock to do what he do. And it was a lot of people in Far Rock that was jealous of Stack Bundles. Not only was they jealous of Stack Bundles, y'all, check this shit out tonight. It's all coming out. I need y'all to hit the motherfucking like button. We're going to strategically expose it. The time is now. Why y'all think Jim Jones ain't shot out Jaja? Why you think Cameron ain't shot out Jaja? Y'all pay attention. She's the first lady out of Dipset, y'all. All right, and nobody is recognizing her. Okay, pay attention. Okay, nobody is recognizing her. Strategic drop. Okay, and it's a reason for all of that. All right, it's a reason for all of that, ladies and gentlemen, because what we're going to reveal tonight that allegedly, all right, the people that Stack Bundles was into it with, y'all, okay, allegedly was on the back end with Jim Jones the whole time because Stack Bundles was Jim Jones artist. Hit the like button, strategic drop, and it's all starting to make sense now. And not only is it all starting to make sense, man, okay, it's going to get hot. It's going to get fire tonight. R.I.P. Chinks, most definitely R.I.P. Chinks, one of the best. Matter of fact, I'm going to say the best to me. Everybody likes Stack coming out of Far Rock. I like the Chinks. Chinks was my nigga. I fuck with Chinks. Now, I mean, RIP the Chinks, and that's fucked up how French did them too. Not only is it fucked up, we're going to mold all this shit together tonight. Riot in peace. Stack Bundles. Riot in peace. Chinks, drugs. Shout out the whole nation. Everybody that's coming up in here. Boss Queen, what's good with you? Okay? Yeah, we going to pop that shit, Abdul, tonight. All right, I need y'all to get the lights up. Get the views to match the likes and the likes to match the views because a lot of people have been waiting on this one, man. All right, and y'all know we gonna mold all that shit together. What's going on with Jim Jones and the whole Bird Gang situation. You see, a lot of people don't know that this was a Bird Gang sacrifice, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? People could say whatever the fuck they want, but we're going to prove it here tonight what it was and what the fuck it ain't. Okay? All right. So with that being said, y'all, shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Y'all already know we got to do our due diligence, man. Okay? Copyright disclaimer, man. Fair use is in effect under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Everything you hear in this live is for educational, resource, research, and entertainment purposes only. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Okay? Because when I tell y'all that Jaja knew too much about the Stack Bundle situation, Jaja knew too much, and Jim Jones know it. Not only do Jim Jones know it, okay, a lot of other people know it. And like I said, Jaja held this information, y'all. She held this information about Stack Bundles, y'all, for approximately 13 years when she went on Queen's Flip and started exposing everything that was going on the back end. So what I need y'all to do, y'all, hit that like button, man. Drop y'all fire and TVs in the chat, man. Okay? Let's go. Okay? Let's start flaming this shit the fuck up.
So when did the issues with you and Jim get started?
So that's what you're doing, Flip? That's what you're doing, G Money?
I mean, you know, let's just talk about it.
Wait, hold up. What you mean that's what we doing? What you thought? What you been drinking on, nigga? What you thought? Yeah. Talking all that shit. I watched it. You talking a lot of shit. You was in the dress in the studio. I watched it today.
Yeah. I was popping shit.
I didn't want to go that route, but you was calling niggas out the name. You talking about you named them. We gave you was Jimmy. We gave you Jim Jones and all that. Yeah, we heard that. Like, yeah.
Wow. I mean, I ain't really gonna get all in that, but the problems really occur with, like, you know, honestly, it wasn't monetary with Jim. Like, you know, a lot of people don't know why I kind of disappeared from that situation, but for lack of better, and, you know, like, not to, Jim knows the personal. It's personal. Like, Jim knows the reason why I removed myself from that situation. The only thing I can say is I didn't appreciate how he handled the Stack Bundle situation. And, you know, me and Stacks is real close. It's a lot of things that I knew that was going on. A lot of things I felt like he could have prevented. And, you know,
y'all hear that, right? It's a lot of things that she knew that was going on and a lot of things that could have been prevented. Okay, now for the ones who don't fucking know, if y'all don't know who the fuck Stack Bundles is, but y'all know who Jim Jones is, y'all been living under a fucking rock. Literally. Like I said, if y'all know who Jim Jones is and y'all don't know who the fuck Stack Bundles is, y'all have been living under a fucking rock. All right, for the ones who don't know, Stack Bundles is responsible for Jim Jones' biggest hit to date. That's right. Everybody think it's Max B, and it's not Max B. Max B did not write Ballin', Harlem, Stop Lying, Let's Keep It 100. Stack Bundles is the creator behind Ballin'. Stack Bundles wrote Ballin'. All right. And not only did he write Ballin', like I said, we just heard old girl say it was situations that Jimmy could have prevented. Right? I wonder what situation is that. Let's continue. Make sure y'all get the lights up. Drop y'all fire and TVs in the chat. Where my fire starters at? We here to stomp, step, and stand all over these motherfucking goofies. Because like I said, y'all, for her to be the first lady of Dipset, okay? For her to be the first lady of Dipset, this is how I know. All right, this shit is aligned with the alleged sacrifice, because when they do these sacrifices, y'all, okay, they can't show no emotions. They can't do no RIP posts. They cannot celebrate, okay, the dead or the death. Pay attention as we see Jim Jones, right? Not with one RIP post, okay? Two, Jaja. Not one. Because he lives a what? A vamp life. He tell you what it's about. It's not only the clothing line. It's not only the brand. It's not only the moniker. It's not only, okay, his fashion. He's actually a real life vampire. Okay? And not only is he a real life vampire, we know vampires suck the blood right out your ass. Suck your ass dry, right? Suck the blood right out your ass dry, right? And having Jim Jones been robbing all his fucking artists, having Jim Jones rob every motherfucking artist he had, right? Right. Exactly my point. And that's what vampires do. They suck your ass until you are bone dry. Let's continue, y'all.
You know, I feel like he didn't handle his situation the right way, pre and post his death. So
wait, hold up. Wow. So time out. So let's slow down here because that kind of caught me by surprise. So that was the personal reason, or you said that the reason that you started messing with Jim is personal. So
that's the. I mean, I'm not gonna go into detail of the like what about that situation, but pretty much like.
Okay,
so it wasn't about no money or nothing. Money, you can get money back. I can't get my nigga. I can't get him back. Like it wasn't never about no money. Like if that's the case, I'd be shitting on everybody if it was, because I never got paid for nothing that I did, and I still was doing records, and I could have been a real bitch and sued niggas because everything that I've done is copyrighted. Like I own that. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm the first person who owns Get From Around Me. I never got no royalties off that. I'm the first person who copywrote and trademarked What You Been Drinking On way before Puff got on it, and I could have sued niggas like for that, for using my name and likeness, and I never did because I'm like, yo, like. They gave me an opportunity. I ain't even gonna take that type of whole ass route like that. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for, you know what I mean, you recognize me from being with Dipset or being a part of, Jim's situation. So I wasn't gonna go that route. You feel me? It's just when that happened, I couldn't really vibe with homie like that no more.
But wait, I have to stop you. Sorry, I have to. So now knowing both of them, I knew Stack longer, knowing both of them. What I remember is that first of all, I didn't know. I'm not going to say act like I knew the inside as far as the business dealing between the Stack and Jim. I won't do that. But I did remember hearing that Jim asked Stack to move from Far Rock and live in Jersey.
That's a lie.
Hold on. I did remember hearing that, and not from Jim.
Ever dreamed of leaving the ground level life?
Hit the like button, y'all. It's about to start cooking now.
From what I know about Stack personally, what if you speak to Bino or whatever, he loves Far Rockaway. So, and if you know him, he'll tell you he loved Far Rockaway.
Yeah, he loved Far Rockaway, but at that point in time, he's trying to get out of Far Rock. I know that personally for a fact myself.
You know that personally?
I know that
at that point in time that he was trying to get out?
He was going through issues, and he was reaching out to niggas to help him get out of that situation. See what I'm saying? So,
what, street issues?
Yeah, he's having street issues. You know what time it was, Flip?
No, hold up.
Yeah, Flip, you know exactly what time it was. Y'all niggas know exactly what Stack was into and who is allegedly involved and who is allegedly responsible for this man's death, bro. Motherfuckers know who is responsible, bro. Okay? And if they don't know exactly who is responsible, they know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that is responsible for the death of Stack Bundles. As we done heard that the alleged person that supposedly knocked Stack down, all right, got knocked down. Okay? They're saying that the alleged person that actually knocked Stack down, okay, had got knocked down, I believe like a week later or the same day of his funeral, something like that. Okay? But from what I'm hearing, y'all, okay, now I don't know how true it is because I don't know how deep these Far Rockaway street ties go, but I am plugged in with a lot of reliable resources, and they said that the actual murderer that knocked down Stack Bundles is not dead. Is not dead, y'all. Okay? Far Rockaway, where y'all at? Stand the fuck up. Who y'all protecting? Who y'all hiding? Because we know for a fact that the person that pulled the trigger on Stack Bundles is not dead. Okay? But let's continue, y'all. Everybody hit the like button. For a Rockaway, stand the fuck up. Okay? Stand the fuck up because the time is now. And it only makes Far Rockaway, no disrespect, look even more guilty by them not standing up and really speaking up what they need to be speaking on. And it goes to show you that they're protecting somebody else from Far Rock. Y'all hit the like button. Strategic drop. Strategic information. Okay? Where my Far Rock boy at? Where you at, Far Rock? 2 Dutchies 15, respectfully. Okay? 2 Dutchies 15, respectfully. We ain't trying to get you tied up. We ain't trying to get you caught up in nothing. Okay? But the facts remain the same. And I am hearing from my reliable resources that the actual person that pulled the trigger on Stack Bundles is not dead. He is still up, around, moving around. And not only is he moving around, everybody in Far Rock know he moving around. Everybody in Harlem know he moving around. Everybody in Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, okay? All these boroughs, allegedly. All right? Now, I don't know how true it is, but this is the facts that I am getting from reliable resources coming out of Far Rockaway. And they said the reason why Far Rockaway is not speaking up is because they are protecting somebody in Far Rockaway. Hit the like button, drop your fire and TVs in the chat. Let's continue. What's good, Angela? Let's go, y'all. We about to heat this shit up tonight.
So come on, we ain't doing no conspiracy things here, man.
No, I didn't know conspiracy.
Hold on, we ain't doing no conspiracy. Now
conspiracy.
to separate the cups, we ain't doing no conspiracy things here. With all due respect, if he did reach out, if he did not reach out, because when Stack was going through something, I met MA and Stack by King's Plaza. I don't need to get into that, but so that probably was the time he was going through something. But what happened with him, you know,
he know exactly. He know exactly. That's why he cut it short. Pay attention. As he said, I met Stack and MA at Times Square. I ain't gonna get into all that. Yeah, maybe that was the time when he was into something. Yeah, you know exactly what he was into. You know exactly the time that he was into something. And this is why you did the interview with Jim Jones, right? Right after you did the interview with Jaja, right? You see, y'all, all y'all had to do is pay attention to these
was try to help Stacks in all of his situations. And
it's a fact.
When we forged our relationship, I told him until he did a deal, I'm gonna hold my end of the deal up. I know what it takes. I know where you at in life and shit like that. So, and that's when I told him a clove mouth don't get fed, and I can't read your mind. Just remember that. You dig? So at any time, and it's not going right for you, and I don't know about it, I won't know about it. So you gotta let me know. And God
he did.
bless.
I remember. Yeah, we was there.
He was like, "Yo, G's, you said closed mouth don't get fed."
Mm-hmm.
I'm up.
Fuck the pack.
Dice Peso, you better be taking some lessons, you fucking goofy. Because don't you know Jim Jones is holding you back too? The same shit he done did to Max B and to Stack Bundles, to Jaja, Mel Murder, and all the other ones that was up under him, No, and all the rest of them. He doing the same shit to your goofy ass. And every time we see your goofy ass, Dice Peso, you got your head stuck straight up Jim Jones ass sideways to the left and to the right and straight center down the fucking middle, nigga. Okay? And that's why your career is trash. That's why you're in the basement. Let me ask you a question, Dice Peso, as we gonna heat this shit up tonight, because we putting everybody on the fucking stove and cooking their ass up. Dice Peso, let me ask you a question. Why the fuck are you in IFC studio every day with Jim Jones? Huh? Why are you? Everybody get the lights up. Because Dice Peso said, oh, I look up the Bird Gang. I love Bird Gang. We the new Bird Gang. What? The new Bird Gang? The new Bird Gang? When we see what happened to the old Bird Gang, make it make sense. What makes you think, Dice Peso, that you gonna come in and change anything that's going on in Bird Gang? This is why Jim Jones got your ass in a fucking major chokehold, because Jim Jones is jealous of you. Not only is Jim Jones jealous of you on the low, he's jealous of your street clarity. He's jealous of your street ties. He's jealous of your real life motion that you got on the back end and the people that you affiliated with and the things that you are affiliated with. And that's the only reason why Jim Jones even signed you to Bird Gang in the first place anyway. You know why? You know why? The same reason why he held Max B back. The same reason why he held Stack Bundles back, because he don't want nobody going no further than he's going, y'all. Okay? And if you see Dice Peso, he ain't got no motion. Music trash. Music trash. Not only is his music trash, that's right. I'm going to speak on what need to be spoke. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. Okay? Because he's a fucking pawn for this motherfucker. He's a pawn for this motherfucker. And Jim Jones making sure your career is headed nowhere fast, my nigga. Nowhere fast. But let's continue to get into the situation with Jaja we're speaking on, y'all. Let's go. Because we're going to break all this shit down. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, man. Let's get the views to match the likes and the likes to match the views, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, because did Jaja know way too much about Stack Bundles? Okay, absolutely she did. She was the only one that was actually right there close to him on the phone with him every day. Even to the point, okay, when he went to the club that night when he got knocked out. All right, she knew everything that went on. And she said Jim Jones has been lying to everybody, to Far Rock, to Harlem, and to the whole culture about what was really going on with Stack Bundles, y'all. And I am hearing from reliable resources. That's right. Because the truth shall set you free, you demon motherfucker. That you were in contact on the back end, okay, with the alleged killers that knocked down Stack Bundles. All right. And it was your job to make sure you stall Stack Bundles out so they could get him. Hit the like button. It was Jim Jones' job to make sure he stalled Stack Bundles out because he would have got his fucking head knocked off. They threatened Jim Jones too. They threatened Jim Jones. If he didn't set up the motherfucking play, they was going to knock his ass down because that was your fucking artist. And they felt as though Jim Jones was protecting Stack. Now, we going to talk facts. We going to talk fucking facts. Okay? Where we make real life matters, always. What? Make real life fucking sense every time. Don't we, y'all? Yes, we do.
Because, people try to equate it with the whole Jim thing, and it's two separate situations.
No, I'm not saying no Jim had nothing to do. Hold on.
Allow me. I know you're not saying that, and I'm happy you said that. What I'm saying is that, from what I know personally, I didn't know you called Jim about.
Did you know that you can form a Georgia LLC for $0 plus?
Sorry about the ads, y'all. We ain't got premium. Let's go.
About that, I know that anytime he needed something, he called niggas in the hood.
Yeah, Stack wasn't the type of nigga that's gonna run and be on no niggas' dicks just because, Stack, he was really in a situation where when he reached out for help, he really needed help. Okay. Stack wasn't no type of nigga that's he never had his hand out to Jim for nothing. You see what I'm saying? He always went and got his own. Like, Stack is a man of his own. He was a very manly man. He took care of his family. He took care of his team. Like, he was the head honcho. You see what I'm saying? So he he reached out to Jim during his last days because he really didn't have, he was running out of options. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to say. So it wasn't no.
And you remember being there, hearing that.
I talked to Stacks every day. I knew play for play kind of what was, what the issue was. Like, even when he went on tour, he expressed the reason why he was going on. Jim was paying niggas $150 on tour. See what I'm saying? Per show.
The Dominican Republic and all that.
Yeah, all that. Like, but I'm just saying it was like niggas never really tripped on that because we was all loyal to Jim. See, we loved Jim. You know what I mean? Like, we felt like he was giving us an opportunity. So we wasn't really tripping about the money, but saying homie was in this.
It's funny that you said that, Tanya, because I was going to get into that tonight, that Jim Jones is fucking cooked. He on them fucking Percocets and them Adderalls bad as hell, bro. He on them shits bad as hell, and everybody can see it. Not only is he on it, okay, Cameron on it too. All right, and we going to prove it tonight. We going to prove it tonight that Cameron is on that shit too. All right, and he has so much to say about Jewel's drinking lean. Karma is a bitch. Now, this is how Cameron used to look, y'all. Okay? This is how Cameron used to look. All right? That's the Cameron with the weight on him. All right, pause, no homo. That's the that's the Cameron that's in health, good health, right? But look at this Cameron, y'all. As we see the Cameron, we like, yo, who the fuck is that? Damn, a burnt out Cam. Well, I guess it is what it is. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. These niggas on that shit bad. They on that shit bad. Look how dark he got. Look how black he got. Look how dark and black this nigga got, yo. That ain't Cameron complexion. That's not how Cam look, yo. Okay, that's Cam. That's Cam. Who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, looking like a black break of dawn in. What the fuck is going on, y'all, with these niggas? Burnt out. And like I said, he has so much to say about Jim Jones. I mean, he had so much to say about Joel Santana, didn't he? And how Joel's was drinking all that lean and all that syrup. Now, look at him. And Jimmy on that shit too. Jimmy on that shit too. Jimmy on that shit too. Harlem, tell the truth. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. Come on, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know that man burnt out, right? Absolutely. Because the Jim Jones I know, check this out. This is the Jim Jones we know that got some weight on him, y'all. This the Jimmy that we know, the healthy Jimmy. Shout out everybody up in here. Okay? This the healthy Jimmy we know. Check it out. This the Jim Jones we know. Strategic drop. Right here. Hit the like button. Okay? That's the Jimmy we know. We don't know who the fuck this cooked up ass nigga is. We don't know who this cooked up ass nigga is. All right? But let's continue. Okay? These niggas is burnt out. All right? These niggas is sauce Walker the fuck up. They sauced up, y'all. Okay? They sauced up. Ever since these motherfuckers started working for Jay-Z, as I strategically break this shit down, they've been burnt out, they've been stressed out, and they signing all kinds of contracts, podcasting deals, content deals to pay their fucking bills. These niggas is broke. These niggas is fucked up. Let's not forget, okay? All they deals went through Def Jam, as I strategically break this down, before they branched off to Koch. Right? And we know what? Koch still own what? All they shit. Just like Jay-Z owned the Rockefeller portion of what? Just like Def Jam owned Jewels, right? Just like Def Jam, okay, owned the diplomatic portion of the Rockefeller era. Don't they? Don't they? And what Cameron had to do, come right on back and sign a motherfucking deal with Revo, right? And he been burnt out ever since, y'all. Ever since. But let's continue, man. Shout out the whole nation, man. Let's get the views to match the likes, and the likes to match the views. Because, like I said, man, it has been 20 years. 13 years. She held this information in, and it has been 6 years, damn near to the day, that she went on, all right, Queens Flip podcast, and told the truth about what was going on with Stack Bundles and Jim Jones. And she said the reason why she had to come out and tell the truth, because Stack Bundles kept coming to her in her dream, y'all. Hit the like button, drop your fire and TVs in the chat. Let's go. This is going to be one strategic night to remember.
It's a situation where, you know, she got funky, you know what I mean? And he reached out to niggas, feel me? Like, I know for a fact, like, this is not something that, you know, I ain't trying to get all the way.
No,
into
whoa,
that,
whoa,
though,
whoa,
fam.
whoa,
I
whoa,
ain't
whoa,
trying to
wait.
get into
Ain't no
that.
escaping. No. Wait until exhale, nigga. This ain't who's waiting to exhale? Is that a group? Hold on. So your thing is, and let me paraphrase. So because I didn't know that part, so I'm not gonna act like I did. You know, I didn't know a part where he was going through something as far as like he reached out to either Webb or myself. And, you know, met up with them, and so I don't know the part if he reached out to Jim. I know what.
I know that part though.
Okay, you know, and I give you that. But you know, unless you're saying that if Jim would have helped Stack, that situation could have been avoided.
You're right. 100%.
You know, because he left the club that night, and he was being watched.
He went to go see niggas before he went to that club though. He came to Quad Studios that night.
You heard him? Queen's Flip said he left the club that night and he was being watched. Y'all hear that, right? How do they know Stack Bundles was being watched if you ain't the watcher? Hit the like button. How do you know Stack Bundles is being stalked and watched if you don't know the watchers or if you ain't doing the watching? Make it make sense, Queen Flip. And like I said, man, people think I'm on some bullshit when I know my resources are telling me my resources are from Queens. My resources are from Far Rock. My resources are from Harlem. And they are telling me that these motherfuckers know exactly what the fuck is allegedly going on, y'all. And what went on. Okay?
You're right. 100%.
You know, because he left the club that night, and he was being
he went
watched.
He went to go see niggas before he went to that club though. He came to Quad Studios that night.
See, I didn't know that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I don't say it's a lot I don't know. I don't say it's a lot, because a lot I do know.
He went to Quad Studios that night. You hear that, right? And Queen's Flip said, oh, I ain't know that, but it is a lot that I do know. You hear this, right? He's throwing it up in everybody's face, bro. I don't give a fuck if you from Queens or not. Okay, that's not something that you just blatantly come on your show, all right, and expose to the culture that you know a lot more, but you ain't saying shit. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Y'all have to pay attention to this shit. And this is what leads me and my resources to believe, and this is why I know my resources are 100% facts, that these motherfuckers know allegedly what it is and what it ain't. And they knew the whole goddamn play, the whole goddamn time. All right? All y'all had to do is pay attention, make real life matters, make real life sense. If this was your brother or your son or your nephew or your sister or daughter who got knocked down and a motherfucker that's supposed to be so cool with them come up on a podcast and be like, yeah, man, it's something I don't know, but shit, I do know a lot. You know what I'm saying? How much do you fucking know? And if you know so much, why ain't no motherfucking justice have been served? If you know so much, why have you came out and said nothing about it? Why do you continue to allow Jim Jones to come on your podcast and flip the script? Hit the like button, strategic drop. Why do you continue to let Jim Jones come on your podcast and flip the script? You know that, right? Because that's exactly what he's doing right now. Flipping the script. As y'all see, that's the name of his fucking show, right? And that's exactly what he's doing right here. Because he know Jaja know. He know Jaja know. He know Jaja know. And this is why Jaja like, nigga, stop playing Flip. You know what's going on, nigga. You know what's going on. Okay, but he know Jaja know a whole lot more. You know why? Because she was in contact with Stacks. They were like brothers and sisters. They talk to each other. They call each other. They ride together. They pick each other up. She drop him off. He drop her off. Shit like that. All right, leading up to the day that he died, where you hear her say, Stack Bundles went to Quad Studios that night to see Jim Jones. It's the reason why he went there to go see Jim Jones that night, because Jim Jones told him to come there. All right, and Jim Jones' fucking job was to stall out Stack Bundles, allegedly, so the killers could get to him. Hit the like button, drop y'all fire TVs in the chat. We got receipts tonight.
Don't say a lot. I don't know the beforehand, but I know he was being watched.
Yeah.
And you know what happened. I mean,
see that?
You know,
look, y'all. Hit the like button. We got over 100 plus. Let's get 100 likes. This for Stacks. This for Stacks. Far Rockaway, stand the fuck up. Or y'all ain't standing for nothing. Stand the fuck up respectfully, or y'all ain't standing for nothing. New York City, stand the fuck up. The culture, stand the fuck up. Okay? All right? Because we continuously see this man blatantly giving off the vibes, giving off the energy, and his whole posture that he know what happened, why it happened, and how it happened, leading all the way up to the very fucking minute. To the very fucking minute. Okay? Shout out everybody up in here, y'all. Okay, because they don't want this informative information out. And even though this information is out, nobody has really took the time to actually dissect this fucking shit and set it on fire like we gonna do here tonight. Now listen to this lying motherfucker again.
Okay, you know, I give you that. But, you know, unless you're saying that if Jim would have helped Stack, that situation could have been avoided.
You're right. 100%.
You know, because he left the club that night and he was being
he went
watched.
he went to go see niggas before he went to that club though. He came to Quiet Studios that night.
See, I didn't know that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I don't say it's a lot I don't know. Don't say it's a lot, because a lot I do know. Don't say it's a lot I don't know. I don't know the beforehand, but I know he was being watched.
Yeah.
And you know what happened. I mean,
how do you know that? How do you know he was being watched? If you ain't the watcher, or you don't know the watchers, or if you ain't doing the one watching, right?
You know,
strategic drop.
You know, I'm gonna respect my homies. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
Oh no, not because of you. Slow down.
I know,
you get it. You get it. You about to get it.
Oh.
But I'm about to respect my homies because you know I don't want to put. It's more about Bino and the people that, you know, I don't want to put niggas in a situation.
Bino know what time it is too.
Bino do, of course. Bino know what time it is, but, you know, put niggas in a situation. You know what I mean? Well, I think me.
It's a mystery. Nobody knows how she passed away. There's nothing coming out about it. Dipset is not recognizing her death. Cam is not recognizing it. Jim Jones is not recognizing it. I was just saying this the other night. Like these other celebrities and entertainers and athletes that just fucking die and they just say what they did. They don't say how they died, what led up to it, or anything. This is how we know it's some shady shit going on.
Personally, I think that you know, the streets know what's going on as far as that situation is concerned. And in my opinion, you know, I didn't know the things beforehand. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't know before. I didn't know he reached out. I didn't know all that situation. But what I do know is that
Stacks was trying to get out the hood though. Flip Stack, I don't like. That's another issue. Like people portray it like, oh, he wanted to stay in the hood. I don't know what one nigga that want to stay in the hood when they broke.
Because that's what he divulged. That's what he says. So he, you know, and unless it's that's what he said.
Stacks was trying to go to Jersey, but he wanted to live in Jersey by himself. He didn't want to live in Jersey with no group family type stuff. Stacks was his own man. You know what I'm saying?
That's like, what the disconnect. Because I remember the Jersey conversation.
Yeah, he wanted to go. He wanted to move to Jersey. He just didn't want to move.
But Jim wanted him to move with them.
I mean, it was like a situation where he wanted kind of him to have a roommate. Stacks was just like, I'm a grown ass man. Yeah. I've been on my own since I was 16.
That's
true.
I mean, like so. Same facts.
So what I'm look like living with another person for? You see what I'm saying? The money that he was asking for wasn't like no real big, huge money.
No, I understand.
It was accessible at the time. So.
But this is what I'm saying. We're gonna move on as far as that. Is that
crazy. Not only is it crazy, y'all, you can basically see him up here, okay? Not ashamed of knowing what actually happened to Stacks. Not ashamed of knowing who knocked him down, why they knocked him down, how they were following him, hawking him, stalking him, okay? He ain't showing no mercy at all. Just like Angela just say, they don't care. They don't care, but he know what's going on, and the truth is coming out.
Equated, you know, because people used to try to equate it, you know, blame Jim. And the reason why I never blamed Jim is because of, you know, some Far Rock shit that was going on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
So I never looked at Jim towards in that direction at all.
I wasn't. I'm not saying that he is the person who harmed Stacks.
No, he didn't harm Stacks. I'm saying that still ain't blame him because it was.
But he laid them up. He alley-ooped them. He ain't the person that directly harmed Stacks. And that's why Jaja said it the way that she said it. But we already heard her say, okay, that he has some responsibility to it. And he's not taking accountability for it. Okay? Let's continue. Because like I told everybody, and we're going to prove it tonight with these receipts that we got. Jim Jones kept telling Stacks, y'all. All right? Kept telling Stacks. As I strategically break this down, because like I said, Jim Jones was jealous of Stacks. Stack Bundles already had foreigns and all that shit already. From street money. From street money. And like I said, we all know Stack Bundles was in a heated situation in Far Rockaway. All right? Control of the streets is a motherfucker. Control of an empire is a motherfucker. All right? And that's the type of war that he was allegedly in. But not only that, he went to Jim Jones, y'all. Everybody hit the like button. Ask Jim Jones. Could he get him out of a situation which you shouldn't even have to ask Jim Jones to get him out of a situation anyway, bitch, because he just wrote Ballin' for you. Your biggest hit. He just wrote Ballin' for you. He shouldn't be asking you for anything. Nothing. We ain't talking about no trips to Miami. We ain't talking about no hotel rooms. We ain't talking about popping bottles in the club. Bitch, I need my own account. Bitch, I need my own dividends. I need my own residuals. I need my own fucking numbers. I'm a grown-ass man just like you, right, Jimmy? Can't y'all see? Jimmy took this man's style, took this man's swag, everything. Jim Jones says Stack Bundles. Give a fuck what nobody say. Everything that says Jim Jones is Stack Bundles. Okay? And these are fucking facts. And this is why Jim Jones ain't have another hit since, right? As I strategically break this down. Have Jim Jones had another fucking hit since Ballin'? Everybody think Max B was one of the big core operators and one of the main artists that worked on Ballin'. But it was not Max B, y'all. And we not here taking nothing away from Max B and him as an artist. But he did not write Ballin'. Ballin' was Stack Bundles' song. And he gave it to Jim Jones, y'all. Okay? And just like so many other fucking lyrics that he robbed from Max B, Jim Jones that is, all right? He robbed Stack Bundles from a lot of unreleased material. A lot of shit he was recording at Quiet Studios. Okay, Jim Jones kept for himself and put on his albums. The same shit that I was telling y'all that Jay-Z did with the Blueprint and how the Blueprint was allegedly Biggie's material. Okay? This how these demons motherfucking work. And for the ones who don't know, pay attention. When Jim Jones formed this Bird Gang, y'all, as I continue to break this shit down. Shout out everybody up in here, man, because we just don't play videos all motherfucking day. If y'all want to watch videos all fucking day, go upstairs, downstairs, down the street, next door, or around the motherfucking corner. All right? Because I don't know what the fuck they doing over there, but I know what the fuck we doing right here. And if you want to come here and actually learn something, and I ain't talking about a 15-minute Instagram skit, a 5-minute TikTok scroll, all right? You come right here to the Fire Flame Nation, okay, and get the strategic, vital information that needs to be heard, that needs to be understood, okay? Now, as we continue to mold this shit together, all right, a lot of people don't know when Jim Jones, hit the like button, shout out the whole nation, man. Appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Always remember, fear the fire and fear the motherfucking flame. You see, for the ones who don't know, and when I say that this was a bird gang sacrifice, this was a bird gang sacrifice. All right? The number was called. The numbers aligned. Everything, okay, was parallel for the energy. Now, a lot of people think this shit is far-fetched. Well, I tell you what, okay? You go play in that playground and see if it's all fun and motherfucking games. That part, as I continue to mold this shit together strategically. Now, a lot of people don't know when Jim Jones formed the Bird Gang, this was also his alliance with the alleged Freemasonry, y'all. Hit the like button. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, y'all. Let's get the views to match the likes and the likes to match the views. Shout out all my fire starters, hawkers, walkers, and stalkers, and everybody that's coming in the fire pit tonight. I need us to hit the like button. Let's get this informative information out. Okay, it's a goddamn shame with Cameron and Jim Jones and the whole Dipset, but it is a lot of members, some, not a lot, excuse me, that are paying homage. But it's a motherfucking shame. Cameron and Jim Jones is not paying homage to the first lady of Dipset. And like I said, it's for a reason. Because when they do these alleged sacrifices, they can't show no emotions. Hit the like button, strategic drop. They can't show no pity. Hit the like button, strategic drop. They can't show no mercy. Hit the like button, strategic drop. They can't show no emotions at all. At all. They gotta look the other way like they don't even see it and continue moving on with their life, just like we see Jim Jones and motherfucking who? Cameron doing. What Jim Jones doing? Is he honoring the first lady of Dipset, or is he worried about the fucking weather? Hit the like button. Or is he worried about the fucking weather with his cooked up ass face? Look at him, y'all. He burnt. He burnt. He burnt. Hit the like button, Harlem. Y'all man's burnt. Y'all man's burnt the fuck out. Hit the like button, Harlem. Y'all man's burnt the fuck out. Okay? All right? Y'all man's burnt the fuck out. Ain't he? He on that shit bad. All right? Might even be Fetty, y'all. Okay? That's right. He on that Fetty too. Yup. What else could it be? I don't know. Let's ask his brother Cam. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Cam got that pack. That nigga burnt, y'all. Cam got that pack, y'all. They say he down. They say he down. I know. Fetty back on my mind. Yeah, Killer Cam. The world is mine. They say he down. They say he down. I know. Fetty back on my mind. Fetty back on the grind. Yeah, Killer Cam. The Fetty is mine. Huh? The Fetty is yours, ain't it? Huh? Damn. Not only is they burnt out, black and skinny, y'all, okay? Shout out everybody up in here. It looked like a vacuum cleaner done sucked this nigga body bone dry. Okay, a dirt devil. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. They put a dirt devil on this motherfucker. A dirt devil vacuum cleaner, y'all. Okay? And they done suck these niggas dry. No Diddy. They done suck these niggas dry. Okay? Damn, what happened to that boy? Brrr, what happened to that boy? What happened to that boy? What happened to you, Jimmy? This the Jimmy we know. Yeah. We got to stomp, step, and stand all over these motherfuckers. We ain't only here, okay, to learn the truth about these demons. We here to mock and laugh at these motherfuckers just like they do us. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. This is what we all about. Okay, filter these motherfuckers right the fuck up out of here. Okay? And we gonna mock, all right? And make fun and entertain just like they do on their platforms, right? Ain't that's what he doing? Ain't that's what these hoes doing? Ain't that's what Jay-Z got you doing, nigga? In IFC? Huh? 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 What's the name of the show, y'all? Let's rap about it. What the fuck is y'all rapping about? Hold on. What is they rapping about? Let's rap about it. Let's rap about it for a minute, y'all. Strategic drop. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's rap about it, Goofy. Matter of fact, y'all might could rap about it, but we gonna laugh about it. All right? These motherfuckers ain't got no chemistry. Who watched this whack-ass show that want to be like us? They want to be like the regular motherfuckers so bad. And like I said, Jay-Z got y'all motherfuckers behind microphones and desktops. But it ain't the microphone and the desktop that you want. It ain't the microphone that you want to be rapping on. It ain't the desktop that you want to be sitting behind in a corporate manner either, motherfucker. Now, like I said, who watched this stupid ass show? Because these motherfuckers ain't got no coordination. They ain't got no chemistry at all. They thought by putting Dave East, Mano, Jim Jones, and Fabulous all on one show, they was going to dominate some shit. Nigga, this ain't rap. This ain't rap, nigga. This ain't what y'all used to, nigga. This a whole nother field. Okay? Not only is it a whole nother field, all right? Y'all motherfuckers don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Y'all just think y'all just come up here and y'all already got the clout. Y'all already got the followers. So once y'all show y'all face and y'all put on y'all little fucking clothes and you fucking Pepsi cans around y'all fucking neck, everybody's automatically going to start watching. Everybody's automatically going to start tuning in, right? And y'all was going to take over the algorithm, right? Well, let me tell y'all something, bitch. I think y'all like 5-10 years too motherfucking late. Don't you think? I think y'all like 5 or 10 motherfucking years too late. Okay? Because y'all should have been starting this shit in the pandemic if y'all wanted to really make longevity of this shit. Now, you see, I didn't come in the pandemic. I came after the pandemic. But we know that's where all them rappers and them big podcasters really took off in the pandemic when everybody was on lockdown. This is where everybody got accustomed to podcasting. This is when the world of TV and the way that we watch it as we know it on an everyday basis transition. When the pandemic came and everybody was on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok to find out what was really going on. All right. So it changed the way that we interact, watch TV, and all that. And what did they do? Sat back like they was too good to do a podcast. They clowned about niggas doing podcasts. They clowned about bloggers. They clowned about what we was doing, calling us broke bums. We dirty. We ain't got shit. We ain't worth shit. We ain't never been shit. We just some miserable ass people sitting behind a computer and a microphone, just popping shit and don't know what's going on. It's my fucking eye. It's mighty fucking strange that y'all folks graduated to our university. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Okay? Because your fucking music is trash. And like I said, Jimmy, or all the people that you done fucked over, all right, in your lifetime, all right, I don't feel sorry for your ass. I don't feel sorry for you. I'm going to pray for you, but I don't feel sorry for your ass. Okay? I hope that shit eat you the fuck up and cook your ass alive. Just like you've been eating and cooking everybody career alive that signed up under your ass. As I continue to strategically mold this shit, we ain't finished. We ain't finished. I told y'all we gonna be on their ass tonight. Now, a lot of people don't know that this alliance here, okay? And I know y'all like, what alliance? Okay? A fucking alliance that I just was breaking down before we started talking about how much Fetty Wap these niggas is sniffing. All right? These niggas is fiends. These are the new Harlem fiends, nigga. All right? Now check this out. When this alliance was formed, Bird Gang, as I continue to strategically break this down, shout out everybody in the chat, man. All right, we got over 110 plus. Let's get the views to match the likes and the likes to match the views, y'all, because they do not want this informative information out. I ain't doing nothing but dropping all fucking fact, and we up here popping our shit just like these motherfuckers be popping they shit on their shows, right? They're copying our blueprint, but if you let them tell it, we're copying them. Nigga, eat a dick. Pause. But with that being said, when Jim Jones formed this alliance, y'all, this Bird Gang unit, this is also his alliance with the Freemasonry. This is why we see him with the one-eye Willie. You see, everybody thought the one-eye Willie, as we all from the streets, some of us, I'm not going to say we, some of us are from a gang culture or familiar with the gang culture. So when we see him throwing up the B over the I, everybody thought it was a representation of the Bloods. Everybody thought it was him paying homage to the 9 Trey and to the homies and the UBN and blah blah this and blah blah that, right? Right? But with that being said, this is actually him paying homage, okay, to the all-seeing eye. As we see, this is why the all-seeing eye is blacked out, y'all. Hit the like button, strategic drop. Pay attention. And like I told everybody, we're going to mold this shit together tonight. All right, hit the like button. We just warming up. We just warming up. Like I said, I got receipts and I got facts where we make real life matters, make real life sense all the time. Now, this is why Jim Jones, okay, started popping that one-eye Willie shit, because it wasn't him actually representing the Bloods, even though it had a double meaning, okay? And it actually did in a way, but he actually was illustrating and symbolizing his allegiance and alliance with the all-seeing eye, with the Freemasons, okay? And this is why you see the eye blacked out, okay? And it's black, just like the Jay-Z picture, right? Hit the like button. Do we need to illustrate this shit? Huh? Watch this shit, y'all. Watch this. It's easy work. Watch this. Is they not covering the same eye? Hit the like button, y'all. Let's go. Strategic drop. Is they or is they not covering the same eye? Who Jim Jones worked for? Hit the like button. Who signed Jim Jones check? Hit the like fucking button. Who Jim Jones got a management deal with? Rock Nation, right? Strategic drop. Let's fucking go. One of the best to do this, yo. And if y'all got kicked out, just kindly come back in. Just kindly come back in. All right? Hit the like button. Drop some fire TVs in the chat. Let the algorithm know that you are engaging. Okay? Because we going to come back strong and we going to come back with the fire and the flame. Okay? We going to kick this motherfucker door down. And when we kick it down, y'all know what come next. We gonna burn that motherfucker down. Just like we always do. Don't. Now check this out, right? As I continue to mold this shit. What do y'all see in this picture here? Already explained the one eye symbolism, right? Shout out everybody up in here. We already see him pledging allegiance and showing his alliance. Okay? What else do y'all see in this depiction here, y'all? Okay? R.I.P. Stacks. R.I.P. Jaja, man. Okay? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. We see 3 artists, right? And all 3 of them artists. What happened to all 3 of them artists, y'all? Every artist that Jim Jones has signed under Bird Gang, something wild or tragic or catastrophic that happened to him. Hit the like button. Except his snake ass. And the feds got him on what? Feds got him on what? Wiretap. Doing what? A big homie hit over the phone with mail murder. And he never got charged, never been to court, or none of that shit. But if y'all notice, y'all, Max B was signed under Bird Gang. Mail murder was signed under Bird Gang. For the ones who don't know who Mail murder is, come on, I broke it down. Motherfucker who came home in his grades. All right? At the train station. Shout out everybody up in here. Okay? Appreciate y'all. Now, every one of these artists, y'all, some wild shit done happened to them. Let's not forget about the one who we are covering today as I continue to strategically break this down. Okay, but let's move her to the side. We'll get right back to you in a minute, baby girl. R.I.P. We got you. We got you, baby girl. Trust me. Because I don't like the way that they doing you at all. We got you. All right? I'm going to come right back to you in 1 second. Let me continue to strategically break these motherfuckers up for you. All right? Now, every artist that this no good piece of shit done signed, something crazy done happened to him. Max B, okay? He went to jail. Okay? Mel Murder, he went to jail. Pay attention. Stack Bundles, he was killed. Jaja, okay? Cause of death still unexplained. Okay? So, like I said, what's the chances of him pledging his allegiance with these artists on this album? Okay? and something happened to every last one of these artists. He sacrificed every last one of these artists in his own way. And for the ones who don't know, okay, when it comes to these alleged sacrifices, it ain't only got to do with blood. Sacrifices only ain't got nothing to do with death. That's not the only thing sacrifice come with. It's all kinds of sacrifice. Okay? If you know, you know. These motherfuckers make all kinds of sacrifices. All right? And like I said, will we make real life matters, make real life sense? Didn't he rob every last one of these artists? He robbed all of them, right? Right? He robbed every last one of them, didn't he? Max B, Mel Murder, Stack Bundles, and Jaja. And like I said, he robbing them motherfuckers to pay another motherfucker. He robbing his own people, getting another motherfucker rich, just like Jay-Z, because this is why he behind the fucking podcast, just like me and you. The whole time he robbing his own people to get another motherfucker rich, just like Jay-Z, as I continue to strategically break this down, how they use motherfuckers as their pawn, how they use motherfucker as the face to do shit. Okay, all y'all have to do is pay attention. Strategic drop. Strategic drop. All right? He's robbing them, but in reality, he's only getting a little, small piece of it, like 1% of it. When the other corporate motherfuckers is getting all the big money, he don't even own his own music. So he sold himself out, sold them out and everything just to get that 0.1%, 0.1%, just like Jay-Z. Strategic drop. Okay? Crazy work. Crazy work. Why y'all think these motherfuckers ain't got nothing to show for it? Out of all the rap and all the traveling he done did, he ain't got hardly shit to show for it either. Jim Jones lived in a regular ass house just like me and you, and just like the average motherfucker, y'all. All right? All that touring, all them number one hits, all them artists that you done robbed and stole from, nigga, you should be living on a pad. Let's continue, y'all. Okay? Shout out everybody up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Hold on for a second, y'all.
With some far rock shit, but you're saying the overall situation is that if he would have helped them when he asked for help, Stack wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. Because we can't say if Jim would have helped him, he would have went to that club that night and been followed.
I just feel like if you got artists who helped you make millions of dollars, see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand that Jim was in a very powerful position due to the fact of the type of music that he was making. That music came from Max Stacks and, you know, myself. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you're on Koch Records, but they're treating you like you're a major artist. Like, you're shooting your videos is millions of dollars. Like, they gave you $1 million contract on Koch after, you know, we came to the situation. So, and you got one of the biggest records in the country balling. You see what I'm saying? That was the biggest record, and they playing your shit on the Giants. Stacks is responsible for this biggest record. So if I'm a label executive, see what I'm saying? And I see my artist and my artist comes to me and like, yo, or I just could see it like, yo, and shout out my Porsche, they did this, and that. I'm like, what? Where you living? Nah, you got to get the hell out of there. You see what I'm saying? Because one, you're my artist. It makes me look crazy that I'm living over here and you living over there. And then two, it's like, you my money source. So I'm going to pull you out of there. Even if it was lack of better, if you don't really fuck with me like that, you a businessman. You fuck with this is how you get into the bag. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm going to get you out of there regardless. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to have you in a situation, because Far Rock, one way, where I dropped Stacks off that day, when he came off a tour, it was one way in and one way out where he lived. And that's when he was telling me like, yo, sis, it's funky. I'm like, bro, you got to get out of here. Like, it's crazy. Like, you can't, because I lived in Long Island, Hempstead. So it was a very different dynamic. So what I'm saying is, if you're the leader, we looked at you as a leader, you don't leave the people who,
Shout out everybody, man.
like, it's niggas that's for way less taking niggas out of their situation and put them in a better situation. So my thing is, me personally, how I would have handled it, because like, I'm not here to bash Jim or none of that. Like, I don't know the type of man Jim is now. I haven't spoken to Jim in years since Stacks died. You see what I'm saying? So at that time,
you hear what she said. I haven't spoke to Jim in years since Stack died. Okay, and they didn't speak all the way up until she died. And like I said, she was the first lady of Bird Game, the first lady of Dipset. Y'all hear this, right? And she is exposing what was actually going on with Stack Bundles and that situation with Jim Jones before he got knocked down. Let's go.
you know, if one of my artists come to me, or I see like it's an issue, I'm getting them the hell away from that issue. Point blank, period. I'm not gonna wait till it's too late. You know what I mean? And niggas be like, now my conscience is fucking with me because I could have helped. No, I'm getting you the fuck out of there right now. Like, what you mean, nigga shot your Porsche up? Man, nigga, come on, let's
But
go.
who goes to say that? Even if he would have got Stack, who goes to say that Stack, when it went to the club that night, been followed that night and had to drop on him that night? Who goes to say that would have changed?
Don't go to say it wouldn't change, but you wouldn't be in the hot seat. Like, I know what led up to what Stack said to him prior to him going to the club that same night. You see what I'm saying? I know what led up to that situation. Don't go to say it wouldn't change, but you wouldn't be in the hot seat. Like, I know what led up to what Stack said to him prior to him going to the club that same night. You see what I'm saying? I know what led up to that situation, like going to the club that same night. You see what I'm saying? I know what led up to that situation. Like,
hit the like button. Strategic drop. What she say? What she say out her fucking mouth? As I continue to strategically lay my foundation. What Jaja just said out her mouth about the night Stack died. Right? Right? So it ain't like I'm pulling it out the sky or out the side of my motherfucking ass. Okay? This girl said this shit out her fucking mouth. Not only did she say this shit out her fucking mouth, all right? She held this shit in for 13 years. Nobody never knew that Jaja had this information, knew this information, and knew what it is and what it wasn't with the Stack Bundle shit until she came out in 2020 and revealed to everybody what it was, because it was on her conscience. It was bothering her. She said Stack Bundles kept coming to her in a dream. And I believe it. I believe it. And like I said, y'all, her death ain't no different from any one of these other deaths that's so mysterious that we see that has been happening lately, back to back to back. They just pop up and say, up, Lady of Dipset, she's dead, she's gone, R.I.P. to her. And they don't explain how she died, what led up to it, what was the circumstances, nothing. Everything is just silent. Okay? Like I said, y'all, as I continue to strategically break this down, all right? Check it out. She posted on social media every day. She was a hard working girl, bro. All right? A hard working woman. Okay? That's all she did was work all day, y'all. Hit the like button. That's all she did. Work, design clothes, work, design clothes. Look, she been posting every day. I told you she posts every day or every other day. She stay active, y'all. Look at the dates as I'm clicking through these shits. Okay? Now, this is when her posters all of a sudden just stop. Check it out. Look at March. She posting the whole March. Okay? March 18th was her last post. We ain't hear nothing from the family or from her saying she was sick. She ain't feel good. All right, something was wrong. We ain't hear nothing from nobody. And like I said, she's active on social media every day, y'all. Okay? If she's not posting a reel or a post, she's posting a story because she's very interactive with social media because of the fashion design and the clothes that she designed and sell. So she had to stay active all the time. Now, I'm hearing from reliable resources that's been hitting me on the back end, y'all, that people that have allegedly ordered, okay, clothes, ordered products from her, all right, the products are still being calculated and shipped, y'all. Okay? The orders are still being taken. Okay? The orders are still being taken from her account on the back end. Okay? Now, this is all alleged, y'all. But I find it mighty odd and mighty strange that nobody close to Jaja has came out and said anything about her death. I find it very odd and strange that Jim Jones or Cameron, for her to be the first lady of Dipset, nobody has said a word. Okay? And like I said, man, when you look at the numerology, all right, and we keep seeing it time and time and time and time again, back to back to back to back to back, as I strategically break this shit down. We keep seeing the same patterns and the same numerology from the what? From the what? Okay? As it says, the first lady of diplomats passed away Sunday, March 29th. Okay? March 29th. Numerology is all on this. And like I said, man, you can't find out anything about how she died, the way she died, what led up to her death, what was the condition. This all we get every time. These type of posters right here. Okay? But they said Her products are still moving, but the communication in the DM just stopped. So that's odd and strange. And like I said, yo, this numerology adds up the same way like Jay-Z has come out. I told y'all it's a season for all this shit. It's a season for these fucking demons, these witches, and these warlocks. Now, it's not by coincidence that we see, like I said, man, all y'all got to do is pay attention. I was explaining how Jim Jones aligned himself with the darkness when he aligned this MOB shit, and every one of these artists was sacrificed in some type of way. Max B, Mel Murder, Stack Bundles, and Jaja. And we see him with the all-seeing eye, right? Not only that, I'm telling y'all, and I've been telling y'all all week, because we've been breaking down the Jay-Z shit. It's a season for it all. As we see them covering the same eye, which is to our left, but it is their right. And it is to the right. Okay? As Jay-Z also symbolizes what I told y'all, the 3 doors. And what was to the right on the wall of that third door, right? What was to the right of that third door? What was on the right on that third door? As we see them covering the right eye, as we see Jim Jones covering the what? Right eye, which is to our left. And like I said, man, all right, the numerology is adding up. Not only is it adding up, he ain't recognized a motherfucking thing about Jaja. He ain't say shit. He ain't say RIP. He straight disrespected her legacy, right? Ain't that disrespect? That's a slap in the face. What that mean? Fuck you. Everything you stand for. We don't give a fuck if you was the first lady of Dipset or not. Ain't that's basically what Jim Jones saying? If he's not acknowledging, okay, the first lady signed the Bird Gang, or the first lady signed to Dipset. Okay? Because we done heard Jaja break so much down. Haven't we? Haven't we? And we ain't even get through it yet. And she dropped so many gems. Not only that, we see Queen's Flip lying. He know exactly what the fuck going on with Stack Bundles. And like I said, it was for a reason that old girl came up there and did this interview. Okay? But it also was a strategic move by Jim Jones to make sure, allegedly, Queen's Flip, because we see him in the interview twisting it, trying to rectify and take up for Jim Jones. How was it Jones' fault and Stacks was being watched and he was already involved with some shit? You see what I'm saying? So allegedly, okay, this interview was strategically, okay, put in place by Jim Jones for Queen's Flip to do this interview so he can actually see how much she actually knows. Okay? And I say that to say this because of the receipts that we have here tonight. Let's go, man. Okay? Like, share, subscribe.
The
My man.
fuck you talking
I just hope one day you could
It's
teach
not.
me to
I
forgive.
don't know what the you talking about.
Can you teach me to forgive? Yes or no?
I can teach you how to forget.
But not forget. Oh, you would teach me how to forget, you said.
Stack died. What did it do? What did it do to you when Stack died?
Man, very difficult time of my life. It wasn't only Stack that had died. Holly had died the next month. So
Holly had died.
I had 2 deaths of 2 of my closest young boys.
He can't even look the man in his face, y'all. Look at this guilty motherfucker. He can't even look the man in the face. He can't even look up, yo.
And it took me for a spiral for a minute and like that. As close as I've had gotten to Stacks and the relationship I had with Holly and just being on the road with everybody and everything that's happening so fast. And you know, in life, you don't think about somebody's not going to be there tomorrow, especially somebody like Stacks. That's the furthest thing from your mind. And I just talked to him, and we were talking about all the shit he's about to do. And he about to go to the bank. You know, he made me smile just to see how he was moving and shit like that. And that shit just kind of crushed my soul and shit like that. Like it really, it was a tough summer that summer for me and shit like that. Like, Holly died on my B-day, I believe it was, right? This was a lot for me to take in.
Excuse me.
And,
hit the like button.
It'll still be hard for me.
What did he say? It was rare around his birthday. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. What did he just say? When did Stacks get knocked down? Hold the fuck up. Strategic drop. When did Stack get knocked down? Right around his what? Right around his what? Oh, no, he didn't. Strategic drop on him, y'all. No, he did not. Hold on. Okay? Stacks died June 11th, and here Libra. Shout out Stacks. Libra gang in this bitch. October 18th, 81 right here. Shout out Stacks, man. R.I.P. to Stacks. Stacks died June 11th, 2007. Okay? Jim Jones said when Stacks died, it was around his birthday. And I've been telling y'all all goddamn night that this was a fucking sacrifice. And we know, okay, that sacrifices take place. All right? Around one's birthday. Okay? So Stacks died. Check this out, y'all. Strategic drop. One of the best to do this shit. Stacks died June 11th. Jim Jones' birthday is July 15th, y'all. All right? 33 motherfucking days. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. 33 days after Stack get knocked down is Jim Jones' birthday, y'all. The highest number in masonry. Let's go. Shout out everybody up in here. Shout out everybody up in here. Okay? I told you I got the fucking receipts. I told y'all I got the facts. And we don't cram everything up. All right? In a 45-minute, 1 hour, 20-minute show. No, we don't do that. We here to actually stomp, step, and stand on this shit strategically. All right? And get in depth. And cut the heads off these lying motherfucking demons. Okay? Strategic drop. Strategic drop. Strategic drop. Strategic drop, y'all. All right, 33 days. 33 days after Stack Bundle gets knocked down, Jim Jones celebrate the sacrifice on his birthday. 33 years later, not to mention, okay, the alliance he made with the darkness when he formed this MOB and he sold out to them. You know that, right? He sold out to them. He agreed to be their pawn. All right? Shout out everybody up in here. He agreed to be their pawn. He agreed to sell his own people out for his little bit of gain. All right? And for their corporate agenda. Same shit Jay-Z is fucking doing to the people in Brooklyn. It just keeps going down the line, down the line, down the line, down the line. Okay? The black get blacker, all right? And the poor get poor, all right? And the white get whiter, respectfully. And the fucking wealthier get wealthier. Straight like that. It is what the fuck it is. Okay? No, Jim Jones is not wealthy. No, Jim Jones is not rich, but he's in a better position than Max B. Strategic drop. He's in a better position than Mel Murder. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. He was in a better position than Jaja. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Okay? He was in a better position than Stack Bundles, right? Strategic drop. Okay, so as long as he is ahead and he got his foot on somebody's fucking neck, that's all that count. He might not be the highest on the ladder, but bitch, he climbing, ain't he? Because he's stepping on somebody to come up. Strategic drop. Easy work. Easy work. So let's continue to hear this lying motherfucker.
Stacks to this day. It'd still be hard for me to listen to his music. Bang, you know, he made me smile just to see how he was moving and shit like that, and that just kind of crushed my soul and shit like that. Like it really, it was a tough summer that summer for me and shit like that. Like, Holly died on my B-day, I believe it was, right? Just was a lot for me to take in, and you know, it'd still be hard for me to talk about Stacks to this day. It'd still be hard for me to listen to his music to this day and shit like that. And a lot of people ask me why, yo, you don't be playing this music, all this other shit, but they don't know how hard it is for me.
His music is your music, motherfucker.
To even hear his voice or to watch his videos or to him say squad up and like, you know, that hits me different than it would hit anybody that was his fan or might have knew him or might have liked him. Like it's a little bit different for me. You know what I mean? Like, so.
A lot of people thought that you had or you still had unreleased Stack records, but they don't know that you like another thing that you just let people just say, you just let it say because you just
told y'all, let's go, hit the like button. I told y'all what it is.
Think you some sort of genie in a bottle. Like, oh, y'all can say what y'all want. 3 wishes, I pop up. No. Like, people think that you still had his records, that you still had unreleased. And you complied. Like, well, I don't want to use the word comply, but you, what's the word? You and the family had to understand it at the time. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have any unreleased Stack
look
records.
At him. Look at him.
No, I didn't have.
Look how he brushing that shit off. Look how he brushing that shit off, right? You see that? Like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit you talking about. So what? I got him. And what? Everybody know I got him. And what? Peep the game now.
Any unreleased Stack records, that's the word. You and the family had to understand it at the time. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have any unreleased Stack records.
No, I didn't have. I had a few records at the time and like that, but it wasn't like I had a slew of Stack records. He had another studio that he recorded.
Yeah, Miller.
Inside of Queens.
Yep, Dunkirk. Mm-hmm.
That studio had multiple records from Stack Bundles. He just had so many people trying to dip into his legacy before they even let it bloom, before he was able to do something for it to make some money for his family. I mean, then his pops came home. His pop has had his own scenario about what should happen and how it should happen and things like that. And you know, I knew Stacks. I ain't knew his family, so it wasn't. I definitely wasn't gonna sit there and go back and forth with nobody, family members that I did not know from nowhere. But one thing I do know is I'm a good judge on character and things like that, and I know a lot of them people at the time. There wasn't in it for his best interest. There was a lot of ulterior motives when it came to using Stacks' little bit of success that he was gaining at the time to their advantage, and I didn't think it was fair. So I just chose to step back and not say nothing about it. And I don't really care about what people say or what people think about me. I never been a fan of none of that. That don't pay me no dollar bills. You know what I mean? Like, and I never been outside with somebody express how they felt to me personally.
I mean, but Copper, come on, man, really? Like, yeah, we know. Shout out to Miller. I mean, Stack stuff was there. I remember at a time that you were interested in getting a situation to put out a Stack album.
I was trying to, but
Yes.
the dude who owns the studio was unrealistic with his expectations of how it was supposed to go, and that was one of the last straws too. Like, I'm not going back and forth with you, bro. Like, you obviously think it's a money grab for you somewhere down the line, or somebody's trying to rob you of some sort. When none of this music is yours to give anyway, and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a lot of
So
different.
you spoke to. I didn't know you. You spoke to Miller yourself. You spoke to
Yeah,
him.
I had a conversation with him, and he was trying to ask for some type of absurd type of money, way more than whatever the studio time that Stax had used and it was worth at the time, and it was just like, it was very distasteful and shit like that. And at that time, it's a lot of things that I had to find a deep place in myself to make sure that I continue to move in the right direction.
Listen here. Like I was telling everybody, y'all, we see the snake motherfucking in Jim Jones. Not only do we see the snake in him, we done seen him bite constantly with his venom like a snake. And the motherfucker sitting right next to him need to be taking notes. Because the same way he did Stack Legacy, bitch, and the same way he did Max B Legacy, and Mel Murder and the rest of them, he gonna do you the same motherfucking way, bro. Okay? He gonna take all your music too, Dice Peso, and you know what he gonna do? He gonna use it for himself. He gonna use it for himself. If something happen to you or you get indicted, because you know the feds is watching you, right? Dice Peso. You know that, right? Not only is the feds allegedly watching you, Jim Jones snitching on your ass. You know that, right? And when he done with you, he gonna call them people in to come scoop your ass the fuck up. Because everybody know about Blanco. And we ain't talking about the rap Blanco. We ain't talking about the rap Dice Peso. We talking about the street Blanco. You see, it's one thing about fucking with Jim Jones. Your career will never take off. You will be forced to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out because there's no money coming in where it should be coming in from. So it's going to continue to have you in the street, Dice Peso. It's going to continue to have you still moving around in the Bronx, thinking you moving around undercover, all smooth, clean and shit. Got your man dropping off the packs and still filling up the hoods when everything's still coming back, reverting to you. They got it all in the data, and you going right back to the police nigga house every day at IFC Studios. That's the police, man. Okay? That man, the police. I don't give a fuck who don't like it or who don't like what I say. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that Jim Jones ain't the police. How the fuck the feds come in and indict the whole 9 tray, y'all? The whole 9 tray. And they got him directly on wiretaps. All right? Putting the stain on Tekashi with Mel Murder. Mel Murder goes to jail. Jim Jones don't go to jail. Right? Make it make sense. Not to mention, okay, Jim Jones is actually the rapper that started pushing this East Coast blood shit on the records. Okay? Not only did he start pushing the East Coast blood shit on the records, all right? When all these other sects got indicted all around the East Coast, all up in Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, New Jersey, Trenton, North, Patterson, you name it. He got through all of them indictments. He got through all of them indictments. And when I say he got through all of them indictments, I'm talking about all the non-Trey indictments. When he clearly was the one that was what? Selling it to the youth, selling it to the culture, right? Right? He even mentioned it in the songs. Okay? What did he say in his song? They say I'm responsible for turning blood half of the coast. He say that they say I'm responsible for turning the coast, half of the coast blood. All right, and like I said, man, Dice Peso better be taking some motherfucking lessons. Because if he ain't see what Jim Jones did to all his other Bird Gang artists, man, make it make sense. As this supposed to be some new Bird Gang. All right, ain't no new Bird Gang. It's some new Bird Doodoo Gang shit. That's what it is, y'all. Some new bird shit. All right? Some new bird shit. Okay? And like I said, Jim Jones ain't like the fact that this girl came up here and told the truth. Not only that, he ain't like the fact that she knew what it really was and what it really wasn't. And who was involved, how it went down, and how Jim Jones kept spinning stacks around the block, talking about he gonna give him this money. Watch this shit, y'all.
So, and y'all don't know that. People think I just left Dipset maybe because money or whatever. That's not the reason why. Like, I just could not be a part of a certain. I didn't. That was like my brother for real. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't agree with it. I couldn't even look at niggas the same way no more, because you like when you making it like Stacks ain't want to be in there. He loved his hood, but he was trying to get out the hood too. You know what I'm saying? So you're making it like I'm trying to tell him to go, but he just wanted to stay there. Nah, man told you he came to you. You know what I mean? Like won't like nah, it's not the case. Like people out here like 50 say like questions like, oh, why is he still in the hood and da-da-da-da-da? And you try to divert it to make this man look like he's some wild ass nigga just running around. Stacks wasn't like that. That's not the version of Stacks I seen. That nigga.
Oh, I don't know who said that. Nobody said who said that.
Yeah, he was like on the interview, was like they was trying to understand why was he still even in the hood. People, you know what I mean? And it made it like he wanted to be in the hood. Like this is what I'm trying to get him out the hood, but this is he keep going back there. Like that's a grown man. I can't make him go back there. And that's not the 100% case.
Right. Jim Jones is a liar. And like I said, y'all, all right, Stacks wasn't getting paid. Stacks wasn't getting no money. Them niggas was getting $100 a fucking show, $125 a show, y'all. That's why Stacks had to go back to the hood to make money. It's not like he wanted to go back. Okay, he on the road with Jim Jones, but only making $100 a fucking show. How a nigga gonna live off of that? If we going city to city, state to state. Make it make sense. And I gotta buy my own food. I gotta buy my own clothes. Like, come on, nigga. You slaving me. You slaving me. But that was the whole bird call. Okay? That was the whole bird call. All right, to slave and shit on these niggas like pigeons that they were. All right, and that's exactly what he did. But let's continue. Watch this shit.
See what I'm saying?
That have to be that's a certain percent of the case. That is a certain percent of it. He loved for like he wanted to be over
He
there.
loved, but he's trying to get out at the end.
We have to agree, disagree. You know more. If you know that, I didn't hear that part. He was
See?
speaking to him personally. But if you
Every time she drops some facts, he come in here with his big fat mouth, sloppy belly, stinking ass, talking about what he know and how it was and what it wasn't. Okay? As y'all see, he taking up for Jim Jones the whole interview. And like I told y'all, this interview was strategically pawned and put in place by Jim Jones to have Queens Flip interview her to see exactly what she know. And this is why every time she dropped facts, he tried to spin it. Every time. Every time tonight, and we ain't even get halfway through the interview. Every time she drops some facts that he ain't know that she know, he tried to spin this shit. Every time. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's get the information out. Shout out everybody up in here, bro. Every time.
said leading up, I know about the situation. Niggas know what's going on. Like, we don't gotta play,
Your day-to-day covered with Base 44 super agents.
Yeah, niggas know what's going on. You right.
Weird, and if niggas hear this, they know what's going on. But at the end of the day, I didn't know he went to Jim. You know what I'm saying? I just know that even if Jim got him out the hood, in my opinion, that wouldn't have stopped Stack from picking up his phone. That wouldn't have stopped Stack from seeing. That wouldn't have stopped.
You see that, right? You see that, right? This is the definition of why our community is fucked up right now. Okay? And this is one of the reasons why our fucking people are dead in the fucking ground and behind the fucking wall because of street bullshit ass codes like this, because of goofy shit like this. This the type of shit that continues to bring us down as people. Y'all know this, right? The same shit that y'all think is cool. It's the same shit that continue to bring us down as people. As this man is literally sitting here, not giving a fuck about stat bundles at all. Not actually trying to find out what actually happened. And actually trying to find out the information that she actually had. And every time she do drop some bombs on him, he tried to flip it. You see, that's that bullshit. Okay? Like I said, how the fuck he from Queens and how the fuck he for Queens if he up here trying to make a fool out of Stack Bundles' legacy? Hit the like button trying to say it's Stack Bundles' fault. Stacks got Stack killed. That's the word. You know that, right? That's the word. Stack got Stack killed. That's the saying. That's the saying. Stack got Stack killed. If Stack got Stack killed, why the fuck you trying to see how much information Jaja know as I strategically break you the fuck up, you liars? If Stack got Stack killed and y'all know what happened and what it was and blah blah this, why you trying to find out how much information Jaja know then? Huh, Queens Flip? Huh, Jim Jones? Because it's more to this shit. Queens know. Harlem know. Brooklyn know. This ain't no secret. And all y'all have to do is sit here and study these motherfuckers where we make real life matters make real life sense. All y'all have to do is study this shit, all right, and take in these emotions like if it was one of your peoples who got knocked down, all right, and listen to what the fuck this motherfucker is saying and how he's spinning the whole shit, right? I'm gonna be honest, yo. Don't give a fuck who don't like it, all right? Queens or Far Rockaway don't give no fuck about no stacks, because if they did, all right, they would have been all on this nigga ass. I don't give a fuck who he affiliated to, who he aligned with, okay? If Far Rockaway really was for Stack Bundles and his legacy, and Queens was for Stack Bundles and his legacy, they wouldn't be letting shit like this slide. They wouldn't be letting shit like this go. But it's a lot of politics involved. Strategic drop. It's a lot of politics and a lot of people that's lined up and aligned with each other, okay? That know what the fuck is going on. All right? And this is why shit is so concealed. This is why shit is so quiet. This is why motherfuckers is not speaking up, because it's internal, y'all. It's internal. It's internal. Where the snake the snake from the inside. It's from the inside, y'all. When we make real life matters, make real life sense. It's from the inside. And like I said at the beginning of this show, my resources directly from Far Rock. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know what the fuck it is. Shout out to y'all in Edgemere. Shout out to Edgemere. They telling me directly that the motherfucker that knocked Stacks Bundles down is still alive. He's still up and running. He's still alive and he's still up and running, y'all. And motherfuckers in Far Rock know who is responsible. The police, hit the like button, strategic drop. The police know who responsible for the murder of Stack Bundles. The mayor know. Why y'all think when Chinks died, as I strategically break this down, they tried to say what? Yeah, Far Rock, stand the fuck up. I'm all on this shit. I know what the fuck going on. When Chinks died, what they tried to say before the investigation was even done. Okay? When Chinks died, they tried to say, oh, his murder is connected to Stack Bundles. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. When Chinks first died, the police came out and said that. I got the receipt. I got the receipt right now. When Chinks got killed in Queens, not too far from Far Rockaway, we all know how close Stack Bundles and Chinks was. Chinks was locked down and in jail when Stack Bundles got knocked down. But when Chinks came home, he had a major platform due to the fact that Stack Bundles kept his name alive while he was in jail before he got killed. So when Chinks came home, he carried the torch from Far Rock. And he was carrying that motherfucker too. He was holding that motherfucker too. And not only was he carrying it, not only was he holding it, he got snaked out too. He got snaked out too. All right? And not only did he get snaked out, like I said, y'all, when Chinks first got knocked down, the police came out and said his murder is connected to Stack Bundles. All right? And come to find out, it ain't had no Stack Bundles connection at all. At all. At all. At all. Shout out everybody up in here. All right. In the same way Stacks got snaked out by niggas in the street, and niggas with 1 foot in the street and out the street in the industry ties, including Jim Jones. All right, it's the same way Chinks got snaked out. Okay? By some street shit and some shit where motherfuckers had their foot in and they foot out. And that is French Montana, bro. And French Montana stole all the Chink shit. Tell me I'm lying. French Montana stole all the Chink's drugs, music, all of it, and using it for himself. Stole all that man shit, just like Jim Jones stole who? All stack bundle shit. Okay, they keep doing the same patterns. The same patterns. The same patterns. They get these motherfuckers to record all this music and make all this material, and then they knock their ass down, steal their material, and use it for themselves, just like they did the Notorious B.I.G. All right? This is a pattern that these motherfuckers use. Okay? All right? Motherfuckers know what's going on. And like I said, man, motherfuckers in Far Rock said the motherfucker who knocked down stack bundles, all right, is still up and running. And motherfuckers know who it is, who it ain't, and they turn their head the other way, just like the police did. Y'all hear this, right? Y'all hear this, right? Just like the police did. Okay? Just like the fucking police did. Okay? Crazy work, but it's true. And like I said, yo, all right, it's a dark side to this game. It's a dark side to stay relevant, y'all. Hit the like button. It's a dark side to keep your name alive and to keep a certain status. X Jay-Z. It's a certain dark side that you must come out and start to pledge your allegiance to openly to keep your status. All right. It's certain things that you must take place in. It's certain things that you must be a part of. Ask Jimmy and how he sacrificed every last single one of these members in Bird Game. Max B, Mel Murder, and Stack Bundles. And now, Jaja, y'all. All right? And when she died, you know what he said? What's the weather?
Get you prepared for the week because you know I got you covered, like my car in a snowstorm this winter. Before we get in any weather, let's take it to the drip, baby. It is Air Max season. I got them pink things on. Check me out. Shout out to GBNY. I got the pink version on. Gray and pink joint. You can go get that right now on the internet. Stop playing with me. Check out the link. You know that Mazda stay busting. VL on the frames. Good diplomat hat. What more do you want from me?
What more do you want from me? No RIP. What I told y'all earlier as I strategically break this down. He said, fuck Jaja. What more do you want from me? He telling y'all, I don't get no fuck. I don't care. Motherfuckers all in his DMs like, bro, you ain't gonna pay homage to Jaja. She the first lady of Bird Game. She the first lady of Dipset. They tearing his fucking DMs up. Okay? All right? And you know what he said? It's a beautiful morning. Ain't it? Hit the like button. Get it? It's a beautiful morning. And I ain't talking about the morning when the sun come up. Okay? It's a beautiful morning for him because he's actually mocking the death of Jaja by talking about what more do you want from me? What the weather is. Y'all think this is a game, right? Imagine if y'all was signed to him and y'all died and he ain't post. Dice Peso, he gonna do you the same way. Hey, Dice, he gonna do you the same way, bro. When you die, he gonna take all your music, everything out, the motherfucking storage and hard drive, and he gonna come up on his shit and he gonna say, "It's a beautiful morning. What else you want from me?" All right? I ain't give a fuck about no Max B. I ain't give a fuck about no Mel Matrix. I ain't give a fuck about a stack bundles. I ain't give a fuck about a Jaja. What makes you think you dumb motherfucker? Because you is a boogie down from the Bronx, right? Think I give a fuck about you. All right? What makes you think I give a fuck about you? When Bird Gang first formed and Bird Gang first started, you stupid jughead motherfucker, you. All right? You see what I did to my homies? You see what I did to my homies? Hold on. Let's get a clearer picture. Hold on. Let's get a clearer picture. You see what I did to my homies? Dice Peso. So you want to roll the dice, huh? You want to roll the dice for the money, huh, Dice Peso? Okay? But you ain't see what I did to my peoples. Huh? Check this out, yo. Let me show you what I did to my peoples. Let me show you. Okay? Check it out, yo. Hold on. Watch this shit. Where all these niggas at, y'all? Hold on. Is any one of these niggas rich? All right? Is any one of these niggas sitting on something? Any one of them? Is anybody sitting behind a corporate desk? Do any of them got a Rock Nation deal like you, Jimmy? As a matter of fact, do any of them even have a podcast? You stepping all on these motherfuckers and make sure they can't do nothing. You know that, right? Now, for the ones who don't know how deep he got a hold on these artists, bro. All right? Mel Murder can't even do a podcast without Jim Jones getting paid off for that. He can't do nothing. Okay? But he's showing you, right? You see, right? All you niggas. One Eye Willie. It's Mason time. Told you. Right? Not only do he do it here, he do it again. Okay? Not to mention, he is a member of the Bloods, so blood will spill. It will be a blood Bird Gang sacrifice. Okay? You want to be blood, don't you? You like to eat niggas' food, don't you? You like to put niggas on the plate, don't you? You like to shoot them fades, don't you? You like to do the old 31, the 21 gun salute. How many other protocols under all the mother sets you down with, huh? That's what you like to do. All right. So that's what he start doing, y'all. He start sacrificing all these niggas. Okay? He said, I got into this shit for one thing and one thing only. Look at Duke the God as I strategically break this down. Okay? Yeah, it's a diplomatic affair tonight. And we got diplomatic immunity over this bitch. That part, strategic drop. It's a diplomatic affair, and we have diplomatic immunity tonight. Okay? Now, y'all know who 40 Cal is, right? 40 Cal did all the Dipset beats. I'm talking about all them hot shits. All them hot shits on the mixtapes with Jewels, Dipset, Jim Jones. You know, Dipset and them was going crazy on them mixtapes one time. All right? 40 Cal and Duke the God. Yo, Duke the God made all these motherfucking beats, yo. You know that, right? All that producing he did for all them fire ass beats. Shit like the classic shit that we hear from Dipset. Duke the God did them beats for all them niggas. All right, and look how far at the bottom he is. Okay, but he been getting money in the streets. He been getting money in Harlem. He been a fly nigga before the music shit. All right, my peoples fuck with him real tough. He been a fly nigga. He been a Harlem nigga. He been getting money. But the moral of the story is, all right, the man to be wealthy than a motherfucker if he actually got paid what he should be getting paid for all them beats that he made for Dipset. That part. And nobody talks about that. How Duke the God from Dipset that made all them beats, Cameron snaked that nigga, bruh, for the whole bag. How the fuck the producer for all your beats is at the bottom of the chain? Now, like I said, he been getting money, his own man. That's why they took advantage of him. You see what I'm saying? That's why they took advantage of Duke the God, because he already get money. He already in the streets. He already a hustler. You see what I'm saying? So any flip to a hustler is good, especially when it's coming fast. You know what I'm saying? A lot of hustlers don't think about the longevity of things. They just want that quick flip. Boom, 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 boom. You see what I'm saying? But the longevity of Duke the God catalog is crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay? But yeah, man. He was another one that was a part of the Bird Gang, Dipset, Hell Rell, J.R. Ryder. Okay? Now, this just the Bird Gang entity. We don't want to go over to the diplomatic entity that Cameron was in charge of. You see, y'all, it's two different entities when it comes to Dipset. You got the Dipset Bird Gang, which is Jim Jones and his collective, and you have Cameron and the Diplomats, which is a whole different collective from the Bird Gang, but as a whole, they still Dipset. And every artist that Cameron had got robbed, snaked for their deals too. Okay? And like I said, these niggas is being real greedy now. Okay? Because these niggas is on that Fetty Wap. Niggas don't want to admit it. We done seen these type of stories in Harlem movies, in real life. How niggas used to be the man and ball in Harlem, and they turn into a fucking what? A fiend. We see this in the real life Harlem movies, bro. Right? Strategic drop, don't we? We see this shit in Sugar Hill, right? We see this shit in Sugar Hill. Cam, what the hell done got into you, man? This the Cam we know. All right? Like I said, we see it in Sugar Hill. How the man of Harlem used to be the man of Harlem, but he is yesterday. He has been. So now he got to put the extra dressing on everything he do to try to stay relevant. You see what I'm saying? Where in reality, you burnt out. You cooked up, Cam. All right? Let's keep it 100. Shout out the whole nation. We just seen these type of stories in these type of movies, especially Sugar Hill. And Sugar Hill is in Harlem, ain't it? Strategic drop. And not only is Sugar Hill in Harlem, we done seen how motherfuckers rise with the empire, right? And they fall right along with it too. Strategic drop. As we see Cameron literally disappearing right before our eyes, y'all. Okay? Shout out everybody up in here, man. What y'all gotta say in the chat, man? I see y'all been real active tonight, man. Okay? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. All right? And I know a lot of y'all probably like, what the fuck Cam got to do with this? What Cam got to do with this shit? Cam got a lot to do with it, motherfucker. Because like I said, Jaja, the first lady of Dipset, and he ain't acknowledge her, did he? Let's see it in real time. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. It's the reason why I've been cooking this motherfucker too. Because like I said, she the first lady of Dipset. And when Diplomatic Immunity first come on, all right, he shot her out. He shot out everybody that's a part of the Dipset. And she was a new member at the time. So her shout out was a little different. But like I said, man, it is what it is to this goofy. Do you see Jaja anywhere? Do you? Okay? It is what it is. Right? It is what it is, right, Ken? I told you. I told y'all what it is. And I told you he cooked. And I told you he cooked. Okay? It's a damn shame. And the only reason why these niggas feel some type of way, the only reason why these niggas feel some type of way, I told you he cooked, y'all. Look at him, bro. It's a wrap, y'all. That man black. and ugly as ever. However, the reason why they haven't mentioned Jaja down to the socks is because they mad because she went up there, all right, and was exposing what really was going on with Stack Bundles and Jim Jones. That's why. That's why. That's why. Strategic drop. That's why they not acknowledging her. That's how you also know that it's a fucking what? Sacrifice. Because they can't acknowledge it. They're not supposed to. They can't show no emotion. All right? But he acknowledging this motherfucker though. And they fake beef. Like he walk in the studio and he looking all shocked. J. Cole walk in, he looking all shocked like, man, come on, yo, with that goofy ass shit, bro. All right? Y'all niggas ain't got nothing else better to do you? Check it out. Check out this fake ass shit.
A stylist neither. When she fixes somebody's collar, I don't know what may happen next time she. What's up, man?
I'm just saying, like, a lawsuit, bro.
That fake ass lawsuit. Hit the like button, strategic drop. These niggas dropping fake lawsuits. Remember that lawsuit that he claimed he had on J. Cole? That shit was all fake. It all was a play by Rock Nation. Okay? Jay-Z said, nigga, you better come up with something. Matter of fact, I got connections with J. Cole. Y'all know each other. Y'all talk. Make up some fucking beef. Do something like T.I. and 50 Cent doing, motherfuckers. All right? I'm trying to tell you how these niggas is being worked. But y'all don't see that shit. I'm trying to tell y'all. All right? Now, he's supposed to have a whole lawsuit on this man. A whole lawsuit, y'all. On J. Cole. And they trying to make it seem like J. Cole just come out of the blue and walk up on a set while he in the middle of the set and approach him about the lawsuit. Like, come the fuck on, bro. All right? Which in reality, they just exposed the whole thing that the whole shit was actually a play. They never had beef. It never was a problem. All right? It all was for numbers and views. Numbers and views. That's what it was all for. You won't never find nothing scripted over here. You see, because they can't talk how they want to talk. They can't say what they want to say. They can't react how they want to react. You see, because they control. When Cam sold his platform, see this, right? Is what it is, right? This was a YouTube page at first. This was a YouTube page. That and come and talk to Flea. These was YouTube pages. This was a YouTube show before he sold the show and sold out to Revolt. Hit the like button. Strategic information. If y'all know, y'all know. When Cameron first started doing this show, him and Mace, they had their own YouTube channel. It wasn't no Revolt was not involved. Revolt was not nowhere to be seen. All of a sudden, Cameron came out the blue and signed this Revolt deal on the back end with Jay-Z and the Rock Nation endeavors and everybody that's aligned with them and who was aligned with Diddy. He sold out. So he can no longer say what he could say when it was his own channel. It's not his channel no more. His show is being ran through Revolt now. Revolt owns him and his content. Sellout. Jim Jones, IFC. IFC is owned by Rock Nation. Rock Nation owns IFC, and this is why we see Myth Bleak in the same studio doing his excuse me, his Rock Solid podcast inside of IFC studio. The same shit. Okay? Right inside the warehouse in Manhattan. Everybody know where it's at. Everybody know where it's at. It's no secret. All right? Jay-Z pay the bills. That's Rock Nation's credit card. Rock Nation's business credit card. Jim Jones ain't paying for none of that shit in there. That's all being paid for by Rock Nation. And like I said, all right, Jay-Z owned this motherfucker and he owned his boy. Not only do he own his boy, he owned all these motherfuckers too. That's why he put the 2 Brooklyn and the 2 Harlem niggas together. Strategic drop. One of the best to do this shit strategically. I'm telling you, I got so many receipts where we make real life matters make real life sense. This is why Jay put the 2 Brooklyn niggas with the 2 Harlem niggas, bro. Strategic drop because he owned all them niggas. And they all doing the same what? They all got microphones, but they ain't rapping. They doing what I'm doing. Hit the like button. They doing what I'm doing. So if y'all got to come out of rap retirement from all this money that y'all supposed to be making or had made to do what the average person is doing, action speaks louder than words, y'all. Don't let these motherfuckers fool you. Niggas might got a good line of credit, but that don't mean you got no money, bro. It's a difference. I know that. Y'all should know that. Having good credit and a good status, billionaire, millionaire, thousandaire status is different from a motherfucker actually having the money. It's a big difference, bro. It's a big, 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 big difference. It is not one and the same. It is not one and the same, y'all. Shout out the whole nation, man. I appreciate y'all being up in here with me tonight, man. I do. Like I said, man, I'm going to be here to work as much as I can because I've been off long enough. Okay? So we're going to be coming here and we're going to be cooking shit up. We're going to be cooking shit up. I'm going to warm my algorithm right back up and watch we get right back where we was. Know what I mean? Easily, strategically. At our fire flame pace. At our pace, strategically. Because they ain't got what we got. And they don't talk the shit that we talk and how we talk it. So we always gonna be strategic on these motherfuckers. They don't know how we coming. That's what's so special about us. And what's so different about you motherfuckers that can't say what you want to say or talk how you want to talk or really say how you want to say it. Because you niggas got leashes around your neck. You niggas is the modern day, all right? Toby, bro. You niggas are the modern day Kunta, bro. All right. That story that they talk about, how Kunta out there tied up in the shed, all right, shackled down to the damn ground, eating grits and shit, waiting for the slave master to come feed him. That story that they talk about, they depicting you motherfuckers. You know that, right? You the ones who make the slave master go round. Strategic drop. Y'all motherfuckers make the slave master go round. Y'all keep the slave master with the whip in his hand and keep on whipping. The whip that keeps on whipping. All right. Generation after generation after generation after generation. All right. These niggas don't own shit, y'all. All right. These niggas don't own shit. Look at them. But you living a good life. But you all burnt the fuck out. All black looking. You light skinned, nigga. No homo. Cam is light skinned, bro. Oh, you let him tell it. It's a tan. He been on the beach. I live in Miami, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you think you talking to, goofy? You let him tell it. It's a tan. He be on the beach all day. You see what I'm saying? That's a motherfucker that got too much pride. Let's not talk about how that pink horsepower gonna fuck your life up when them lawsuits come out. Hit the like button, strategic drop. Let's not talk about that, bitch. I got so many receipts on y'all motherfuckers that I ain't even bring out and drop yet. Okay, but I'm just gonna just give my people some strategic information while they up in here. Okay? Because motherfuckers, if y'all think he looking cooked up right now and all burnt out off of that Fetty, and he telling everybody it's a suntan, all right, wait till no lawsuits come out with that pink horsepower shit. They gonna tear his ass up, y'all. With that pink horsepower, that bullshit that's in that pink jar, that's fucking everybody up. Oh, it's over with. That's gonna fuck him up. That's going to tear him and the diplomats. That's going to end their legacy musically. They're still going to be hot in the street and all that, yeah. But as a whole recognition to the world, that's going to end them. That pink horsepower. All right? The same color he came out in Harlem wearing, it's the same shit from the start. That's going to end his ass at the ending. That fucking pink. These are facts, y'all. These are facts. Shout out the whole nation. The pink horsepower. All right. And I am the first one to talk about this. All right. I am. All right. Check it out. Strategic drop. I told you this is a diplomatic affair. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all gonna get over here. I don't put everything in my thumbnails. I don't put everything in my motherfucking titles. And that's for a reason, because we are strategic with it. Let's go, y'all. Let's fuck them up. Huh? One of the best. If you ain't a fire starter, hawker, walker, or stalker yet, What you waiting on, family? Let's take all this shit off the screen so everybody can subscribe and fucking see what it is. Shout out everybody up in here. Like I said, we very strategic. I don't release everything at one time. I don't release everything crammed up in one show. No, 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 no. We are very strategic. All right, check this shit out, y'all. All right, this gonna tear his ass up out the frame, right? Just like the back broken nigga he is. All right, a lawsuit alleges that rapper Cameron. This is cooking, y'all. This is cooking. Okay. All right. And that's another reason why, too, that he's burnt out. That shit eating his insides up. Strategic drop. Let's go. All right. But let's continue. That's what happens when you keep using male enhancements and you got to depend on that shit. It's just like a drug, yo. Once you keep using it, or like anything, a cigarette or a video game, you keep playing it, you're going to play it, right? Right. So now he drinking it. Every time he have sexual contact, right? Right. And now your body has to depend on it. Motherfucker going through withdrawals and everything from Pink Horsepower. Y'all hit the like button. Strategic drop. That part. If he don't drink Horsepower on a daily basis, he'll go through withdrawals, y'all. And he ain't even got to be having sex. That's how much of this shit he done drunk and put in his body before coming in contact with sexual contact. Now he has to drink it just so he won't withdraw. It ain't even about sex no more. You know when a motherfucker, they get high or something and now they no longer get high. They just need it to function. It's no longer a high. It's no longer a thrill. It's no longer a good fucking time. It's no longer a roller coaster ride. All right. It's the worst fucking nightmare of your life. Right. This is what the fuck going on with Cameron. Strategic drop. Okay. All right. Pink Horsepower withdrawals with some Fetty. All right. Like I said, Pink Horsepower ain't getting his dick up no more. No Diddy. So niggas moving up like the Jeffersons. Huh? They moving on up. The Fetty. Hey, yo, we got the receipts, my nigga. A lawsuit alleges that the rapper Cameron male enhancement. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. I appreciate y'all. A male enhancement supplement, Pink Horsepower, caused severe health issues. I told you, including hospitalization. That's what the fuck you niggas get. That's what the fuck you niggas get. Thinking y'all, okay, smashing something. Thinking y'all taking something down in the bedroom. When you taking yourself down, you fucking goofy. What you doing in that bedroom is only for the moment. It's momentarily. All right? But what you putting in your fucking body for that moment lasts a fucking lifetime, bitch. And this is the fucking results. So all you gas station pill motherfuckers, y'all might be thinking y'all running strong like the horse that y'all think you are. But motherfucker, I tell you what, when that horse get ready to back kick your ass in the motherfucking chest, don't say I ain't tell you so. Don't say I ain't tell you so. You artificial sexual contact motherfuckers. Niggas ain't natural in nothing they do no more. All right, female, women ain't natural in nothing they do anymore. It always had to be a substance. It always had to be a supplement. It always has to be a drug. It always had to be money and cars. It always had to be a fucking a BBL, a fucking facelift, a fucking lace front, eyelashes, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on M Street fucking nails. Nothing is natural anymore. And when you don't do natural shit, you're not going to get natural results. All right? All right? All right? So his ass ain't cooked yet. But you wait. You wait. Peak horsepower caused severe health issues, including hospitalization for stage 2 hypertension and an elevated heart rate. The suit, which claims Cameron and his brand, claims the product contains hidden, undisclosed ingredients. You see this, right? Motherfucker drink anything. If it say, all right, you going to heaven, they'll drink that shit and they'll take their ass straight to hell. All right? Remember, the devil come in the form of light every time. If a motherfucker offer you a glass of heaven, you'll drink it. Won't you, you stupid motherfucker? Knowing you can't get to heaven no matter what the fuck you drink in that glass. So whatever the fuck happened to you deserve to happen to you. Right? Knowing you ain't going. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Okay? A Trojan horse. That's a good metaphor for it. Because everything ain't what it seemed to be. I'm trying to tell you, yo. All right? And listen, yo. The only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing here tonight in the way that I'm doing it is because of the disrespect, okay, to Stack Bundles and to Jaja. Fuck all that. All right? These niggas' time is up. This is why they all on that Fetty Wap. But anyway, it says allegations. The lawsuit claims the supplement caused as a user to suffer dangerous, near fatal health issues. Targeted parties. The legal action targets Cameron Giles, his attorney, and the Pink Horsepower brand. His attorney gonna snake him out. They gonna snake him out. And they gonna take everything he got. Not to mention, he just signed all his rights. You hear that motherfucking ambulance, right? It's the emergency and just signed all his motherfucking rights over. All right, to Jay-Z for the next 8 fucking years. Nothing he do, make, content, whatever, Jay-Z get a piece of it. All right, so when these lawsuits start coming down and he ain't getting the back end off of his money and off of his brand, that's when it's going to kill him. It's going to be a strategic move on him. Okay? Check it out. The product which Cameron previously claimed brought in over 10 million in sales and is under investigation by the New Jersey Attorney General. All right? See this, right? It's over. All right? This was all orchestrated, bro. I'm telling you how these motherfuckers work, man. This was all orchestrated. Motherfucker acting like he helping you and he gonna snake you the fuck out. All right. He already knew Cameron was getting money, y'all, on his podcast and on his YouTube page all by itself. He already knew Cameron was getting money off of the pink horsepower shit. You see what I'm saying? Now you want to start fucking with Cam now. You want to offer him a deal with Revolt and all this shit. You gotta watch how these niggas strategically come in your life and play on you. And once these lawsuits and allegations come out, he gonna leave your ass to dry, just like Rock Nation is known for. All right, he gonna leave your ass out to dry. All right, it's gonna bleed everything that you got. This gonna send your ass broke and gonna forever have you in debt with Jay-Z. It's a strategic move, yo. Just like the people in Brooklyn is forever in debt because of Jay-Z. And the motherfuckers who work for him, Fat Joe, Jada, Jay-Z got dirt on all these niggas, bro. Y'all think it's a fucking game. At any given time, Jay-Z can end Jim Jones' shit. At any given time, any one of these niggas, he could clip their wings. These niggas move dirty, bruh. These niggas move dirty, bruh. Okay? That pink horsepower shit. Trying to tell you, y'all. Look at this shit. Whoever drink some shit in a cheap ass looking label like that, like I said, man, you deserve everything that come to you. You don't know what that shit is, man. You don't know what that shit is. Come on, bro. Now you're facing lawsuits. Look, these lawsuits just started to hit the fan when Jay-Z came back out to the public, bro. Y'all got to pay attention. Y'all got to pay attention, bro. Strategic drop. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. All right, I've been studying, all right, these evil motherfuckers all my life. You know why? Because I used to be a part of the shit that they promote. I used to be a part of their movement. I used to be a part of everything that they rap about and everything that they influence. You see what I'm saying? So now that I came into deliverance, everything and all the information that I know and gathered during these motherfuckers, I use it for a better purpose now, and that is to expose the deception. Okay? Expose the deception. The same deception that I was blinded by, but now I fucking see. I used to take gas station pills, motherfucker. Is that what I have to come up here and admit to, like, speak my testimony? You see what I'm saying? I used to take gas station fucking pills. What's that shit? Rhino 69 and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? I done did that shit too. All right? But now, like I said, I done came into deliverance. Now I'm older. All right, I'm more knowledgeable. All the way more spiritual. All right, and build a relationship with the Most High. All right, a personal one, a personal bondage. And I surrender my life, all right, to that spirit wholeheartedly. All right. All right. So, like I said, man, everything ain't what it seems. Everything ain't what it seems. All right. They got all kinds of shit out here now. All right. You see, when I was into that shit. I was in my 20s and shit. I'm 44 years old. They got all kinds of honey packs and all kinds of shit. People could put that shit in your food. You won't even know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. It's crazy, man. But just because it come from Cameron, it's good. It's stamped. It's official. Just because it come from what? Kraft macaroni and cheese is good. It's official, right? Just because it came from Velveeta is good. It's official, right? Just because it's Fruity Pebbles is good, right? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. They know how to sell and market with an image. So, like I said, I got all facts, bro. I got all facts. And this is what Pink Horsepower do to your ass. After years of abuse. This is what Fetty do to your ass after years of abuse. Boy, oh boy. What time is it, y'all? Y'all want some more receipts? Shout out everybody up in here. Boss Queen said, I'm retired from everything. Yeah, man. Everybody indulged in something once upon a time. You know what I'm saying? It's not one perfect motherfucker walking the face of this earth. You know what I mean? Everybody indulged in something once upon a time in their life. You know what I'm saying? I know I have. I had my fair share of things. I had my fair share of women. I had my fair share of selling drugs. I had my fair share of criminal activity. I had my fair share of everything that come with that shit. And I ain't proud of it. Never had been. Shout out everybody up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Know what I mean? These motherfuckers got a lot of receipts, bro. I'm telling you, it's a lot of shit I haven't even talked about. It's a lot of things I haven't went into. I got a lot of receipts from a lot of shit. On these motherfuckers, yo. I got a lot of receipts on a lot of shit on everything I cover. I'm talking about hours worth. I'm talking about hours worth of receipts on these lying, deceiving motherfuckers, yo. I'm talking about all I do is work. All I do is work. And I'm telling you, the amount of receipts that I have on everything I cover will blow y'all away. And I know y'all witness that when y'all over here in the way that I be bringing them. I have so much on everything that I cover. It's like it's impossible for me to get everything out to y'all. It's so much that I have covered in the past that I have so much more information on that I haven't even talked about, that I haven't even got back into. But all that's going to change. All right? Everything is for a strategic moment, for a strategic reason. The element of surprise is a motherfucker. Okay? Just know that. The element of surprise is a motherfucker, man. All right? Can y'all hear that audio? Hold up a second.
Speaking to Jim, we wasn't in there. He came, called me like afterwards or whatever. And he was just, told me what it was. He's like, fuck it, sis, I'm about to go to the club. What you want? Shit is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you sure, bro? And he's like, yeah, meet you in the morning. And 5 o'clock in the morning, I get a call from Kev, like, yo, they got him. Like, I'm sleeping in my bed. I'm like, what you got who? Like, what you talking about? Like, they got Stacks. I'm like, what? Nigga, you tripping. But this same situation, it's like, and I can speak on this because this be like what me and Stacks was talking about. Like, me on tour, he like, yo, sis, nigga, shout out to Porsche. That's the only reason why I'm up here. You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas is really trying to get, I'm really beefing with niggas here. So.
You notice that, right? You notice what she said? Stacks told her, I told you it's a lot of shit that Queen's Flip wanted to see what she knew. Okay? And he put it out there for everybody to know what she knew. But she didn't get no fuck because she wanted to tell it. As you hear her say, the only reason why I'm out here, which was on the road or whatever they were at traveling, is because he said niggas shot up his Porsche and niggas is trying to get at him. Pay attention. Okay? All right? And not only was niggas trying to get at Stacks, not only was Stacks trying to get low, but they shot up his Porsche. All right? Listen here, y'all. I'm hearing the whole time. Okay? And this is coming from people in Harlem that Jim Jones was allegedly in communication and in contact with Stack killers the whole time. The whole time, y'all. Jim Jones was allegedly in contact and in communication with the people that wanted Stack Bundles dead in Far Rock, y'all. All right. The whole time while Stacks was on tour, the whole time while Stacks was in the studio, that's how Stacks was being watched. As I strategically break this down, because Jim Jones was dropping the location. I don't give a fuck who don't like what I'm saying. Prove me wrong. 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 You can see the look in that girl's face that she really want to say a whole lot more. The shit that you could tell that she processing in her mind, y'all. All right. A picture's worth 1,000 words. You can feel the energy literally coming through your screen or through your device. That girl knew exactly the backdoor pawn shit that Jim Jones did to Stack Bundles. She know that he knew the killers. She know that Jim Jones was dropping Stack Bundles' location. And this is why, allegedly, how he was being followed from the studio to the club, from the club, because he was trusting Jim Jones. All right? This is all alleged, but this is coming from reliable resources. All right?
Like what me and Stacks was talking about. Like me on tour, he like, yo, sis, niggas shot up the Porsche. That's the only reason why I'm up here. You see what I'm saying? Like niggas is really trying to get, I'm really beefing with niggas here. So, you know, it like to hear somebody telling you that pretty much they like niggas trying to kill them and then they die, like that's like a big blow to you. Like it's like I had never experienced nothing like that. And it's somebody that's so close, like somebody that you on the road with every single day, you know, laugh with, you know, cry with, you know what I mean? I'm hearing his shit, like I'm hearing his struggles, like what he's saying, like we all broke, we all fucked up. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just I didn't live in the hood. My family took me in, Diane and Gert, Corey and them. So we lived like down the street from Hofstra University. It was kind of suburbious. So I didn't have to deal with the same thing, you know. He had like the white kids ain't really know who I was like that. I could catch the bus home. It was dangerous, but nobody wasn't trying to kill me. You see what I'm saying? Or nobody wasn't beefing with me. Nobody was jealous of me because it wasn't that type of, you know what I mean, environment. But his situation was totally different. It's like,
excuse me, sir, how old were you?
Boy. He made sure he got paid off for this interview too, didn't he?
We on tour, barely could buy sneakers and stuff like that. And he like, yo, you know what I mean? Shit is really, that's the only reason why I'm here. Shit is really funky. You see what I'm saying? We got off the tour. He made several attempts at speaking to homie about certain things because he was supposed to give him something. And he never gave it to him. And he kept putting it off. Certain things because he was supposed to give him something. And he never gave it to him. And he kept putting it off until it was too late. So him something. And he never gave it to him. And he kept putting it off until it was too late. So at the end of the day.
You hear that, right? He kept putting it off, right? Right? But that's not what Jim Jones said. Jim Jones said that Stack Bundles was supposed to go to the bank the next day and get the money. And we know Stack Bundles got killed on a Saturday night going into a Sunday morning. And he claimed Stack Bundles was supposed to go to the bank. My bad. Where the fuck was I at? Oh, Where was I at, y'all? Shout out everybody up in here, man. I appreciate y'all.
They never gave it to him, and he kept putting
it off, right? He kept putting it off, right? Didn't I tell y'all? And there was a reason why he kept putting it off. But like I said, we know Stack Bundles got killed. As I continue, all right, to parallel park this motherfucker. All right. Stack got killed on a Saturday night going into a Sunday morning. I got the receipts where Jim Jones claimed that Stack Bundles was supposed to go to the bank, all right, the next day before he got killed. And we know the next day was a fucking Sunday. Ain't no banks open on no Sunday, yo. Ain't no banks open on no Sunday. So, like I said, bro, my reliable resources have been telling me, just like Jaja know, and just like we've been breaking down all night, that Jim Jones, all right, was dropping Stack Bundles location and was putting off paying Stacks and giving Stack this money on purpose because he already knew the lineup was coming. That's why he ain't give him the money. All right, if you knew a nigga was about to get their head blowed off, would you give him $1 million or however much money Stack asked for? All right, if you literally knew this nigga was about to get his head blowed off and who was about to do it and why they was allegedly about to do it, would you give that person the money? No, you won't. And you ain't gonna let them know why you ain't gonna give them the money either, right? So when they keep asking you, you just gonna keep putting it off like you don't know what's going on. Okay, bro, just give me a minute, bro. Know what I mean? I gotta wait till my accountants get it straight. I gotta wait for them to clear it. I got you. Come back here. Matter of fact, meet me at the studio here. Matter of fact, come to the club. Meet me at the club and I'll drop it to you then. Keep spinning the nigga around the block. Right? It's only real life matters when we make real life sense. This shit is so easy to strategically break down, bro. All y'all have to do is sit here and process it and stop allowing these people and all these fake ass videos and stories that's been going around. All right, for the past 19 years, 21 years. Because they hit you with so much shit. The real shit, the truth will go over your head and under your feet. Because y'all so caught up in the bullshit. Y'all so caught up in the spectacle of it all about what actually took place instead of sitting back and analyzing it from a real life perspective. All right? Because if you analyze it from a real life perspective, none of it makes sense. And it never did. It never did. And like I said, we got Queen's Flip up here saying Stacks was being followed and blah, blah. How he know? How do he know that? We never even heard that from the police. So we know it's street politics, right? Which meaning motherfuckers know a lot more than what they saying. And the street code is to shut your fucking mouth, right? So why do Queen's Flip come up here so proudly and so boldly and speak upon it the way he's speaking upon it then? Make it make sense. Which street code you on? Which side of the street code you on? because it ain't adding up. It ain't lining up. Okay? Make it make sense. Because we clearly see y'all sticking to the code and not telling nobody who killed them. But we see that y'all ain't sticking to the code because y'all still self-snitching. He's still talking about he was being followed and yeah, man, he was into some shit. Yeah, man. Some niggas know. As a matter of fact, I met him in Times Square, and you see what I'm saying? He's still throwing shit in the air for niggas to catch and not giving a fuck if they catch it. And like I said, that's a form of self-snitching. But since he from that hood, okay, and ain't nobody saying nothing about it, and he feel proudly saying it in that way, that's a form of humiliation. Like, fuck the nigga. Okay? Because they align with the motherfuckers who killed them. That's why. Strategic drop. That's why. All right? The motherfuckers who knocked down Stacks. They know him personally. But shout out everybody up in here, man. Okay? Keep putting it off, putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. Bullshit.
Putting it off until it was too late. So at the end of the day, you know, at first I tried to deal with like Jim a little bit afterwards, but I kept having like these dreams about Stacks, like for 2 weeks straight, like vivid dreams. He'd come to me in my dreams. And it's like, I don't really do too well with like the deceased, like after you going and stuff. Like I'm kind of like very kind of scary of that type of stuff. The underworld, overworld, I don't know what you call it, but it was to the point where I couldn't sleep because every time I would go to sleep, I would have a dream about him. And I used to like be praying. I'd be like, yo, Stacks, what you trying to tell me, my nigga? Like, I never did nothing to you. Like, why are you hunting me? You know what I mean? Like, what's the issue? The whole situation. Like, what's up? Like,
because he know that you was the only one who actually knew what happened, and you the only one who could be his voice. Hit the like button. That's why. You was one of the last persons he talked to, and he explained everything to you. And you knew exactly what went on because y'all conversated and conversed with each other. And he knew Jim Jones was on some snake shit too. All right? That's what I honestly believe. That's what I honestly believe, y'all. Okay? As we hear her say, Stacks, why you keep coming to me in my dreams? My nigga, why you haunting me? What I ever do to you? You see what I'm saying? But she was scared of his spirit. But he didn't come in the spirit to scare her. He came in peace to allegedly make her aware that she needs to be the voice for him. And this is why she did this interview. Like I said, she held it in for 13 years. So that means he was haunting her, not in a paranormal way, far as a demonic presence. All right. But he was coming to her in her dreams so she could actually tell the truth on what actually happened to him and who was involved and how Jim Jones allegedly had his hands in setting stack bundles up. And this is why Jim Jones ain't give Stack Bundles the money. He kept lying, telling him he gonna give it to him. But he knew them niggas was gonna kill him. And he had Stacks recording all that fucking music. Still had him recording music, getting all the music he could from him before his time ran the fuck out. Shout out everybody up in here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate all the mods. Appreciate all the fire starters too, man. I do, man. We about to close out in a few. We about to close out. Yeah, we about to close out, baby. We put it down tonight. I have a lot of times when I did do the live call-ins, a lot of people don't come on the stage. I have some people who will come on the stage, but most of the time I drop the link. A lot of people, they don't come up there like that. I start again. See what happens. How that go. You know, but most of the time I be breaking the content down so well, man. I done had hundreds, thousands of people in here. And I done dropped the link. Won't nobody come in. I done broke the content down so well and so precise. It was like nobody had nothing to say. And I done this on many, many occasions. Many occasions when it was hundreds and thousands of people in here. I'm talking about when we was breaking down the Julio Fulio shit. When we was breaking down the Young Dolph Big Juke shit. When we was breaking down Rich Homie Quan. When we was breaking down it was so many. It's so many. I can't remember, man. It just some of them just stand out. Oh yeah, the Mo 3 shit too. Hustle Cartel shit too. It's a lot of viral moments that we done had over here, yo. I can't remember them all, but some of them stand out. But at them times I had dropped the link and nobody wouldn't come in. And I'd be like, damn it, nobody got nothing to say. Ain't nobody got nothing to say. Shout out the whole nation, man. I appreciate y'all. Everybody for joining us tonight, man. Because not only did we come here and stomp, step, and stand on everything that we was going to stand on anyway, okay, but we strategically brung vital receipts and vital information, all right, to back up everything that we're saying. Not only that, we see how dirty these motherfuckers is. They're not even recognizing the girl's death. They so caught up and so stuck on themselves. They won't even recognize the girl's death, yo. That's some sad shit. All right. That goes to show you the character of these motherfuckers, man. All right. Fuck they music and we like what type of music they in. I mean, what type of music they make and the artists that they is and what they create and all the creativity, excuse me, all the entertainment and shit that come with it. At the end of the day, these dudes got fucked up morals. These some fucked up individuals, bro. Word is born. These false ass idols, these false ass statues, man. These false gods, bro. That's exactly what they are. Shout out Beverly, Verena, Boss Queen. Been lighting the chat up. Tanya Blackman. Know what I mean? We got some new subscribers, some new members and stuff. Now that the channel getting back active. Know what I mean? I appreciate all y'all love and all y'all support, man. I really do. Know what I mean? Because I'm nothing without y'all and we nothing without each other. These just some fucked up niggas, bro. Let's not forget, she's still a woman at the end of the day. You know, she's still a woman, yo. Okay? And a damn good looking woman. Okay? Now, I don't know what the hell transpired in her life. Okay? That made her turn dyke. But I tell you what, all right? This was one fine woman. All right? And for them not to acknowledge her legacy and her as a black woman, period, bro. That goes to show y'all, bro, what type of niggas we dealing with. All right? All right? A beautiful black sister with a beautiful black soul. All right? Shit's sad, man. Beautiful black sister, man. Yo, it's like a 360 transformation. I'm telling you, yo. It's like I gotta be honest, man. I don't wanna I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I ain't trying to crush nobody. But you know, this is the real her. This is the natural God giving her. This is what the Most High created. This is who she really is. Naturally. Not by force. All right. All right. I don't know what transpired in her life, but something. All right. And I think it was after the death of Stacks, yo. It was after the death of Stacks. All right. And like I said, I got so much more information on this, bro. I ain't even gonna go no deeper into this shit no more tonight. I'm just gonna leave y'all on a cliffhanger like that. Strategic drop. All right. Because something transpired in her life that changed the way she look at things, the way she moved, the way she present herself. All right, a whole different type of aura, a whole different type of spirit took over her and consumed her after Stack Bundle's death, yo. All right, because she wasn't that way when Stack was here. All right, after Stack died, she wasn't never the same again. And these are facts, and we got the receipts, man. But shout out everybody that joined me here tonight, man. RIP, man. Jaja. Like I said, man, a beautiful soul. Gone too soon, man. I don't know what happened to this girl, but something happened to this young lady, y'all. All right. And we got some more receipts that I might put out there. All right. Because we can clearly see it's not the same girl anymore. At all. All right. At this time, it looked like she was happy. You know? And I don't know. Or do we know? It's only one way to find out, man. Make sure y'all keep y'all notification bells locked. Unsubscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe. Turn your notification bell all the way up. You never know when God Fear and Strategic Fire TV is going to drop, man. Shout out everybody that joined me here tonight, man. This is how you strategically end a show, just like a movie on a cliffhanger. All right. And that's how I always end my strategic shows, man. Okay. You never know what you're going to get over here. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Strategic drop at the end of the show. Yep. Shout out the whole nation, man. Like, share, subscribe. Shout out the Fire Flame Nation, the Fire Flame members, moderators, flamerators. If y'all donated to the Cash App, man, I appreciate it all. Donations is very well received and appreciated. Thank y'all so much. If y'all feeling giving for the hard work and the time and all the passion and commitment that I put into this content, donate not only with money. A donation can be with a like, a subscribe, a comment, or a share. It's all donation to the channel. And no matter how the donation come, I appreciate it and it is well received. Shout out everybody that's up in here, man. If you feeling giving, if you feeling generous, Cash App, God Fear at 316 or at Chime, same handle, God Fear 316 or at PayPal Fear the Fire Flames. We are out of here, y'all. We gone. We done proved it tonight. Don't forget to stomp, step, and stand on it if you ain't do it yet. That this was a bird game sacrifice. If y'all just coming in, hit the backfire, hit the replay. It was damn sure a good show, man. Jaja, damn sure no and knew way too much about the situation, man. RIP to them. Stack Bundles, Jaja, Far Rockaway. Shout out to y'all. We gone, y'all. Everybody stay prayed up. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. Strategic.